any easier for you, even coming off of a win here. As we get into game number 1 here, Line Blaze winning off the kickoff, but first killer immediately picking it up, trying to go off the sidewall, almost getting that shot there. Line Blaze could clear out from his own end, now with the ball on top of his car, looking for that flick, doesn't get it, and its first killer as an open net and very easily puts it away right off the bat. First killer, of course, on the board first, and it takes a risky flick from Line Blaze to give up the ball here. And again, first killer, that speed down the field, able to get there so quickly. First killer takes the lead. Square off again on the kickoff, straight up the middle. Line Blaze, full boost here. See first killer with his back turn. He goes for the flick again. This time it works. Lion Blaze gets it through, and first killer, you could tell he was in trouble when he was backwards here as Lion Blaze flicks it past. He goes for the same exact move that we saw earlier. Fantastic execution. Able to put it away and tie it back up. First killer picks this ball up. Now boost, no boost to his name. Line Blaze does get the corner. Line Blaze on the dribble now. He's got first killer turned again. This time a poor shot from him. Not too much of a hassle for first killer. Now here comes the danger. First killer, great power flick up and over, but Line Blaze, good speed to get there. And a poor shot follow-up there from first killer. Line Blaze trying to beat him over the top. He doesn't get it. Now zero boost for Line Blaze as he's forced to retreat back. That shot's going to be a little bit wide here from first killer. Lion Blaze has an open net. He actually just squeezes it by. First killer couldn't do anything about it at that point. And again, Lion Blaze doing such a good job forcing first killer to come into it. And first killer had quite a bit of boost coming through that challenge, but of course going backwards, not able to do his best there. And Lion Blaze, after struggling for a minute here, able to take the lead. And now maybe a kickoff goal opportunity. It's a weak shot, and first killer cannot get there. Lion Blaze, now 2-goal lead off of the kickoff goal. You can see hits that ball squarely to the left, and it pops out right into his lap. Good angle, and just able to squeeze it by first killer. Now a 2-goal lead, 3-1 your scoreline in favor of Lion Blaze. We talked about it. Can Lion Blaze match the speed, match the aggression of first killer? And so far, he's done a great job of really bringing down the control of this game and forcing first killer into bad challenges. Again, the fake comes out from Lion Blaze, forcing first killer to go up. Now this is dangerous. The back post shot off the crossbar, and Lion Blaze putting on a clinic on how to control your opponent in the box. He, again, back turned, and then the back post shot. You see first killer turned out. He thought maybe he wouldn't go for it, and Lion Blaze switches it up. Lion Blaze looking so good here in the first couple of minutes, but there's still plenty of time for first killer. This shot's going to be a little bit high. Lion Blaze actually goes for a boost and doesn't pay the price. Again, first killer, though, gets the other corner, but Lion Blaze just squeaks it by. No boost, won't be able to capitalize on this. First killer gets away with one there. Now the ball coming across the box, and again, Lion Blaze just can't follow it up there. Here comes first killer. Dangerous on that side wall. We've seen him 2-3 times now. Trying to push that one across the box. This is great now. First killer racing back. Lion Blaze in the corner. Trying to set something up. Goes for the fake. First killer just drives, powers on through, and the shot immediately. This is what first killer does so well. The immediate punish. The immediate counterattack off the wall, beautifully executed, and Lion Blaze just can't get back in time. He had about 40 or 50 boosts there, but it was all for nothing. First killer, that's the speed we're talking about. We finally see it here for his second goal. Lion Blaze, again, winning the kickoff. Bring this ball down for full control. First killer, full boost. Not going to fall for that one a third time. And it's on first killer now, down by 2. Flicks it over Lion Blaze. Lets this ball pop up into the orange side box. Great job from First Killer. Popping this one up, buying himself a little bit of time. A challenge here in the box, and First Killer, you can see him angle that one down. No boost, can he get to the ball? Lineblaze trying to get back. He's got a free shot here. First Killer absolutely going to put that one away, and he does. And now First Killer trying to make this comeback here. You can see Lineblaze actually went for the boost all the way down the other corner. It gave First Killer so much time to line up the shot and put it away. Now, a 1-goal difference between these two teams, or players, excuse me. Lineblaze looking for a 2-goal lead. Again, the back post shot. Seen that 4 times now from Lineblaze. He's executed it almost perfectly. The defense catching on now from First. A minute and a half left in this game. First Killer down by 1. A light shot towards net. Lineblaze good to dodge the demo as well. You can see First Killer trying to get the double tap, and he does it. Great save there from Lineblaze. Now a minute and 20 left. First Killer trying to make the comeback here. Lineblaze finally in possession, but again, immediately given up. So you can see full boost now for Lineblaze. Can he get past First Killer one more time? Cut to the left. And a weak cut to the right as you see First Killer now just throwing this one away. Desperate for boost. He does get his corner. The demolition comes out. Lineblaze could make something happen here. And he takes it all the way back. He is winning in this game, only up by 1, so game management coming out from Lineblaze. Again, the flick comes out. Not able to put it away. And he does there as First Killer can't make the save.
Yeah, off of the rebound. Fantastic flick. First Killer trying to save that one, but he gets it off of the backboard, and Lineblaze is ready. Such a quick wrap around the ball to put that away for a 2-goal lead with 42 seconds left to spare. Will First Killer be able to get that? Well, he's going to at least get one off of this kickoff goal. Just bringing the lead back to 1.
Absolutely, and that's what exactly he needed here. Again, giving up that goal late into this game could have been the end for it, but the kickoff goal comes through. Lineblaze did get a kickoff goal earlier, so we're all evened up as far as kickoff goals are concerned here. And now 38 seconds for First Killer to make something happen.
I think he can do it. But Lineblaze is going to do his best to prevent anything from happening. A push forward into the left-hand corner. Lineblaze backflipping to keep that ball away from First Killer, and now he's going to pull a First Killer on First Killer. Play it slow, run down the clock. We know how much First Killer loves to do that, but Lineblaze, he's not content with that. He's just going to drive that one in with a dribble.
And for First Killer now, he's been beat by this so many times. The flicks are just so perfect from Lineblaze, and First Killer knows exactly where he's going with this, but he just can't react to the shot. Now a 2-goal lead opens back up for Lineblaze.
And time at this point might just have run out for First Killer as the save comes out from Lineblaze. Pass that over to the blue half. 10 seconds on the clock. This is the final countdown. First Killer going to go for an air dribble here. Can Lineblaze save it? Yes, he can, and that wins him the game. No doubt about that. Lineblaze takes down First Killer in the first game. That's pretty neat.
It is pretty neat, and I think the biggest thing that we saw from this game, from game number 1, is that Lineblaze did a great job of controlling the pace of the game, especially in the first 2.5 minutes, probably the first half of the game. Lineblaze did a great job of making sure that First Killer wasn't flying all around the field, wasn't having full pressure on him throughout the game, and he was making it really tough for First Killer to defend. You saw First Killer with his back turned with low boost multiple times in Lineblaze. That flick, we've seen it 4 times in game number 1. It beat First Killer twice. So good.
You said it prior to the first game that you expect Lineblaze to have some trouble with the fast pace that First Killer likes to play, but he came out of the game kicking. First Killer will come out into the game kicking with a first goal in game number 2, though.
Yeah, and First Killer gets a bump, and then Lineblaze actually just completely misses the tackle there. It wasn't even a fake. I was looking on Lineblaze's perspective, and he just matrixed the ball there, so he wasn't able to get connection. And First Killer, a first goal, and that's how you want to start it off.
No kickoff goal here. Lineblaze off of his own back wall. First Killer is going to retreat a little bit, wrap around the ball, launch a shot on target. Lineblaze Can only get the ball off of the backboard, and First Killer will play towards the near post for the 2-0.
So this save, the initial save from Lion Blaze is great, but as you can see right here, he turns to the left, and immediately when that happens, he knows, oh, I was beat at the near post. First Killer, great shot from there, and great recognition as Lion Blaze kind of turned away and he showed his cards. First Killer punishes immediately.
Oh, good kickoff from Lion Blaze. Gets ball control right off of that with a kickoff, well, sort of fake. He was still there, but he didn't actually jump at the ball, waited for the rebound, and is now launching an attack onto First Killer, a long clear to buy himself some space. Ball's in the corner now. First Killer just waiting for the right moment to contest. He's going to shadow this ball for a little bit while Lion Blaze transitions into a dribble, gets a flick off. First Killer is in the net. He can't recover in time, and Lion Blaze pretty much fired that shot straight on top of him.
Oh, and he's got it. And this is, we saw it one time in the last game, in game number 1, and First Killer does it here. He makes 2 fantastic saves and then immediately counters and punishes for the opponent not putting away their shots. That's what First Killer does so well, and it's what he does to all of his opponents, and he's showcasing it here in 2 games.
So, 3 goals in 1 minute for First Killer. He has certainly smelled some blood here, and he's going to get another one here, making it a 4-goal lead. Lion Blaze in some trouble here.
Yeah, and after such a good game number 1, again, another miss there coming out from Lion Blaze. I'm not sure what's going on there. And First Killer, again, able to just to punish. If you make a mistake, First Killer will make you pay immediately.
Certainly will. What a lead he has been able to build up in only the first minute and 10 seconds. Launch another shot on target from the midfield. Good save from Lion Blaze. First Killer pops that one up into the air. Lion Blaze with very little boost still starts an offense here. Comes off of the backboard. And First Killer to gain some ground. Lion Blaze has to go pick up some boost now. He does. Wraps around in front of his net. First Killer looking to outplay him here. Tries it with a cut, but Lion Blaze saw that one coming. Has prevented another goal from going in. Now's the time for him to strike back. Good flick towards the far post, but First Killer has got that one covered. Another attempt. Tries to dribble it. First Killer. Fantastic contest.
Oh, he
Ball
missed.
ends up on just the wrong side of the field. He does get the second shot, but Lion Blaze shuffling back home, able to deflect that one off. That first touch should have gone in.
Oh, and then he got beat.
Gets another one, though. Fantastic pinch.
It was a great save from Lion Blaze, but you can see he goes for boost and pans out a little bit to the left, and what a shot from First Killer, calling out the bluff, the fake challenge from Lion Blaze, and he just rips it to the net. After all the saves, getting back in time, Lion Blaze still gives up a goal. Now 5 goals for First Killer. We're just about to hit halfway through.
Yep, certainly are. Gets the rebound, Lion Blaze. Gets in between it. Ball's in the corner now. Lion Blaze getting a little overwhelmed right now by First Killer. So many counter goals we've already witnessed. The mistakes are stacking up. You can see another shot go, and what an angle from First Killer. Fantastic stuff.
And that's a tough one for Lion Blaze. Look at the finesse coming out from First Killer with this shot. He goes under just to lift it up, and then he puts it back post. Are you kidding me with that shot? And you can see Lion Blaze just sitting there after that goal goes in and goes, my goodness, what a shot. Now 6 goals for First Killer.
Yeah, the first game was so close, but First Killer... Playtime is over for him. Here's the first opportunity for Lion Blaze, but he puts it against the crossbar. And First Killer takes the ball. Transitions into a dribble, setting up for the flick. Gets one touch, won't get the second as Lion Blaze bumps him out of the air. And here's his opportunity for a counter. Is out of boost, can't follow the ball, but First Killer, rolls up the ramp. Such a close opportunity there.
Very smart for First Killer. Let that one roll up and kind of regroup. He knew Lion Blaze was coming down, but again, look out for the flick from Lion Blaze.
Just waiting for it here. Tries for the cut. Gets it! Oh, what a crazy angle there for Lion Blaze.
And that is one of the sharpest shots I have ever seen. Again, all the way to the other side. He almost hit the back post with that shot, and that's an angle that nobody should ever be able to hit. And even First Killer said, nice shot to that one. That is such a tough one to hit, and Lion Blaze executing perfectly.
Insane angle right there. Finally gets himself on the board, but First Killer gets the dunk straight after the kickoff and brings it to the Brazil.
And it looks so effortless from First Killer. It's just like he does this in free play right now. And he's doing it against one of the best 1v1 players in the world here. Going up on the ceiling, coming down, using his second jump to get closer to the ball, and then putting it away. It's beautiful from him, and it looks like he's just toying with his food.
As he is known to do when he takes a seemingly insurmountable lead. There's 6 goals to score for Lion Blaze.
Oh,
fantastic fake. Gets him the second one.
You said it. He's been flicking it all night, and this time he fakes the flick to go under, just spins around, keeps the ball down, and then you can see as he comes down closer to the ground and gets the other side of the car, he flips into it just to put it away. He got First Killer completely fooled there.
Seeing Rocket League at the highest mechanical level here. He might get a kickoff goal. He gets a handle on that ball. Doesn't, and First Killer makes sure he won't get a second try. Pops the ball up into the air. Lion Blaze looking to shadow that one. Contested it a little too early, and this one's going to be free for First Killer.
Yeah, First Killer going to put that one away, and again, you give him a little bit of space here. He's just a little faster to the ball here over Lion Blaze, and you just can't do that. You leave your goal exposed. First Killer's, his first touch is always towards your net, and he does it there. Now 8-2 is your scoreline, and First Killer really looking to run away with this game.
Yeah, the mechanics are there for Lion Blaze. He's shown that time and time again. Amazing goals from him, but I think he's just making a little too many mistakes in game number 2. Which First Killer has punished him for every step of the way. Here again, takes a little too long with the ball on his roof, and First Killer picks up the tee.
And it's frustrating to play against a player like First Killer because to me, what I'm seeing here in our first 2 games from Lion Blaze is that he's trying to get inside the head of First Killer. He's trying to fake him out. He's trying to get some cuts on him. But the thing is about First Killer is he goes straight for the ball every single time. And even if you don't fake it, he's going to get in the way and put it away. Again, now 10 goals for First Killer. He's putting one away every 30 seconds. And at this point for Lion Blaze, it's just trying to get on to the next game.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing he can do at this point. Double digits broken for First Killer, and we still have a minute on the clock here. So this series is going to get tied up unless Lion Blaze pulls off a miracle, a literal miracle. But instead, he's just going to get demolished, and First Killer, as you said, toying with his food, not even trying to go for the goal anymore. Drives the ball back home, just wants to run down that clock. Maybe flirting with an own goal here, but he doesn't. Just keeps the ball away from Lion Blaze. And what else should he do at this point? He has this one in the bag.
Yeah, it's definitely game management at this point for First Killer, trying to wrap this one up. But I think the biggest difference between these two players, especially in game number 2 here, is that Lion Blaze was just a little bit too slow, and he was trying to throw in too many fakes, and he was kind of doing the same song and dance every single time he came down the field. And First Killer just started to figure it out. And again, it's that speed from First Killer. Maybe it didn't work in the first game, but it absolutely worked here in the second game. Lion Blaze came out a lot slower. He thought maybe he could control the game a lot more, and First Killer just didn't let it happen. He didn't fall for any of the fakes. He didn't fall for a lot of the flicks, and he didn't fall for any fake coming in front of the net except for the one on the fake flick, which was the first time that Lion Blaze actually faked the flick in the entire series. So again, Lion Blaze letting First Killer play the game he wants to play, and you just can't do that when you go up against a player like First Killer.
And he did it so much better in game number 1, where he pretty much managed to outpace First Killer, especially going into those last few minutes. This game 2 is an entirely different story. If you're Lion Blaze going down 11-2 after you've managed to pull a pretty close game in number 1, what's got to be going through your mind right now, and what do you have to do to keep yourself in the game mentally?
Well, first of all, you have to remember the first few goals in the first minute or so. Lion Blaze just had big whiffs. He just didn't hit the ball when he went to go challenge. So if you take away those 2 goals where Lion Blaze should have just gotten a touch on the ball, this would have been a different game. I think it kind of was one of those games where once you go down early, it starts to fall apart. That's exactly what we saw. I mean, you give up 11 goals. I don't think Lion Blaze is used to giving up 11 goals in a game. So I expect this game to be a lot different as we approach game 3.
Well, we're 20 seconds in, and this time First Killer hasn't scored yet, so that's already a change from game number 2. He's gonna wait here, gonna wait for Lion Blaze to come at him. That is such a smart play. He knows that Lion Blaze has whiffed a couple of contests in the previous game, and now he's challenging him to do it. This ought to get into Lion Blaze's mind, but he did manage to get that contest. Tries to send down Main Street. First Killer deflect that off into the corner. On the wall right now, playing it a lot slower than we are used to seeing from First Killer. Setting himself up for a cut here. Gets it right dead center of the net. Lion Blaze to keep that away from the goal surface. Wins the contest here, but First Killer will be able to catch up to that.
And it's important to note, I think now we're in a minute into this first game, and I think a 0-0 game absolutely benefits someone like Lion Blaze. Again, it looks like he really wants to control the game at his own pace. It's very hard to do against someone like First Killer, but he's trying to slow down the play and keep possession of the ball. Look at how much time he's taking to move down the field, set up plays, set up this cut that he's going for, and try and fake out First Killer. It's something that Lion Blaze has been doing all series, but again, immediately he gives up the ball, First Killer's first touch, in maybe 30 seconds or so, straight to the back of the net.
Yep. Good contest from him. Lion Blaze, you've mentioned it, he spent so much time trying to stay in control. First time really pushes forward with intention. He loses the contest, loses the ball. First Killer with a cross-field goal to take the lead here. Let's see if Lion Blaze can tie it up as quickly as possible, as you've mentioned. He's got to be most comfortable at a tie. Good flick, but First Killer will save it. Lion Blaze gets the second shot. And that save was a lot less good than I thought it was.
And this is the bread and butter from Lion Blaze again. We've seen that shot time and time again now tonight. And it comes off the crossbar straight in front of First Killer. Luckily, First Killer pushed too far back into the net there to make the initial save. And Lion Blaze able to tie this back up. Remember, we still have a tied series, and in this tied game 3, this is a huge deciding factor as we go down in a best of 5.
Well, 2 minutes have been played. First Killer looking for the angle here. Nicely cut off by a Lion Blaze. First Killer bumped out of the way now, as he still had his wheels on the car. Now Lion Blaze is going to drive it down Main Street. Get a counter goal. First one in a while to take the lead.
So Lion Blaze has no boost here, and you see First Killer just zoom off to the corner. I don't know where he's going. I don't think he realized that Lion Blaze had nothing. This should have been a siege for First Killer, but Lion Blaze sneaks away with one there as First Killer just runs to the corner.
And he is in the lead. Just like he managed to do in game 1. First Killer not quite able to completely control the game this time around, and here he comes again with another crazy angle shot. He loves those.
Yeah, First Killer no boost here. Lion Blaze at full boost and able just to put that one away. You see First Killer driving off the side there. He had nothing. He couldn't get to that. Able to put that one away, and this is looking similar to game number 1. Lion Blaze a 3-1 score line, and he looks like he's controlling a lot of the game, especially when they don't have boosts. And now all of a sudden,
a kickoff goal.
Kickoff goals start falling through, and it's very similar to that game number 1. But First Killer did make a comeback. Although he didn't win game number 1, he did make a comeback late into that game. See if he can get back up to speed, because right now the game is very, very slow, and this only benefits Lion Blaze.
It certainly does, and Lion Blaze is doing such a good job at keeping the pace slow as well. Seeing it time and time again, First Killer trying to up the pace, trying to put Lion Blaze under a lot of pressure, but he's keeping a cool head, and you've got to admire that, especially after the blowout that we saw in game number 2, 11-2. Being able to still keep a cool head after a loss like that, certainly an admirable skill. Good touch from First Killer, will get it in front of the net, but the demolition coming in clutch for Lion Blaze, preventing First Killer from driving that one home.
Yeah, that's a great way to slow down a player like First Killer as well, putting him all the way back to his end, but again, gives up the ball immediately, and First Killer, great shot just to make Lion Blaze make that save. See if First Killer can do anything.
Good save from him. Won't follow the ball up, saw that Lion Blaze had a better angle to it. Let him make the second touch. Now he picks it up, Lion Blaze on the retreat. Driving it home, cutting off the cutting angle for First Killer. Going for the clear past the midfield line. He's still sitting pretty, still in a 3-goal lead. It's such a close call. Prevents the second touch from coming through as well. Is he going to push on this counter? No. Lets First Killer take control of the ball in midfield. Seems to be focusing on defense right now, as he figures that 3 goals have got to be enough to carry it through.
And again, there's a minute left in this game. Very reminiscent of game number 1. Lion Blaze just wants to keep possession, make this game slowly run down, maybe tack one on there. That was kind of an opportunity that he maybe could have had a chance, but he didn't even put it on target. But again, you've seen these long clears coming out from Lion Blaze, and he's just hoping to run down the clock, letting First Killer have possession, but just making sure it's tough for him to move down the field. 50 seconds left now for Lion Blaze.
Yeah, he's not contesting the ball to push it forward. He's contesting the ball to keep it away from First Killer. That is a good rebound, though. Realizes that he has an opportunity here, and why not go for it in this situation?
Yeah, so it's interesting. We didn't get to see it in the replay there, but as First Killer's coming up with that ball to make a play, he's forced to kind of dribble it at the net at that point. 40 seconds left. You're down by 3 before the goal was scored. You got to do something, and Lion Blaze kind of let First Killer linger down the field and then just slowly drove his car into the ball and kind of pinched away. And that's all Lion Blaze was looking for. And again, kickoff goal comes through. Lion Blaze absolutely going to take this game. Number 3 here, as it has been dominant. And talk about game management, he's done well here against a player like First Killer.
Yeah, what a crazy series. First one was rather close. Second one, complete blowout for First Killer. Third one, exact opposite story. Lion Blaze with a 5-goal lead here. Not quite as crazy as First Killer's 11-2, but he's not done yet. Save coming in from First Killer. Final 30 seconds on the clock. This is a very decisive win for Lion Blaze. He's going to go for the not this time.
Maybe Lion Blaze wants to get a little payback for First Killer running up the score here. Still 6-1 is a pretty mighty defeat. First Killer really can't do anything about it now. 10 seconds left in this game. Lion Blaze definitely going to take this game, and there's just nothing First Killer can do about it at this point.
Yeah, and First Killer is not used at all to losing to such a high goal margin. Will this final shot go in? No. Save made by First Killer, but the game is set for Lion Blaze. He wins the second game for himself and is now on match point in game number 4.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because you look at the series and it was a close game 1, albeit Lion Blaze was kind of in control for most of that game. And then First Killer comes out and smacks around Lion Blaze 11-2. And now Lion Blaze comes out in game 3 and kind of smacks around First Killer. We didn't really see anything from First Killer in this game at all. So game 4 obviously is a deciding game because Lion Blaze is now on match point, but I think that the biggest thing is, does First Killer even get back to that First Killer form that we saw in game 2 and at the latter stages of game number 1? Game number 3, First Killer was not on the field. That was not the First Killer that we see when we see him on stream. And can he get back into form against a player like Lion Blaze, who has done a great job at times to shut him down?
Yeah, it will all depend on how good a job Lion Blaze can do to keep controlling First Killer's pace in this game. Can't let him get ahead early. I'm pretty sure First Killer will come out guns blazing, trying everything, going really deep into his bag of tricks. But Lion Blaze is doing a good job. He's aggressively defending his half, pushing First Killer back to the midfield. Here comes a flick. Easy save for Lion Blaze. And a wide one as well, requiring First Killer to start over from the midfield. Launching a shot on target now, deflected by First Killer, gets the demolition. Will he be able to wrap around the ball in time? Doesn't seem like it. Was quite low on boost for that play. He's not going to go for the straight shot on target. Instead, bringing the game to First Killer. Fantastic flick. So patient from Lion Blaze.
It's patience, but for First Killer, he's got to know that Lion Blaze is going to do this. Every single time he gets to the top or the corner of the box there, he goes for this play. First Killer has not learned his lesson yet, and Lion Blaze just keeps punishing over and over.
So first blood, drawn by Lion Blaze. Will he get a second one here? Goes for a high shot, comes out with a crossbar. First Killer making sure he doesn't get a second try. And Lion Blaze running out of boost. Is forced back into his own half, and First Killer is going to play it slow. Going to try as well. Lion Blaze missed that one save. Gets the second one from inside the net, though. Makes sure that First Killer doesn't get the third touch. And then goes high to force First Killer back into his own half. Is he going to go for the same flick yet again? This time he tries to go for the fake, but First Killer playing it patiently. And now he has the counter opportunity.
Oh, what a bump!
Tries to bump him out of the way. Manages to do so as well.
That was the only thing he could have done there. Lion Blaze was out of boost, and he just had to get in front of First Killer, and he did it. That was the only way he saved that goal there.
And he does it. Fantastic defense from Lion Blaze in that situation. Seems like he's learned a thing or two from the counter extravaganza in game number 2. Now he's keeping the ball away from First Killer. He knows that First Killer is deadly dangerous. when he has the ball in front of your net. He's doing such a good job at making First Killer chase after the ball. He's been in ball control for the past 30 to 40 seconds, and he remains in it too.
Yep, and he's done a great job of keeping boost down on First Killer. Look, he's got to turn off. He has no boost for this play. There's 0 boost on First Killer, and not only that, Lionblaze has done a great job of making First Killer turn and defend backwards, which is very tough against these reverse flicks. It's exactly what Lionblaze wants.
Goes for the flick again. This time First Killer gets the save, but he misses the wall clear, and Lionblaze, he doesn't go for the shot there. That would have been a clear-cut opportunity for Lionblaze, but he didn't expect First Killer to whiff. I mean, who does? And was already on his way back to his own half. Bad luck there.
And Lionblaze
get another rebound off of the backboard, kills the ball. Tried to go for the shot there. First Killer coming in from the side and clearing that off. Now his counter opportunity. Tries to go for the long corner. Doesn't get it. Good save yet again from Lionblaze. First Killer yet to score in Game 4.
Lionblaze dodging that demo there. He had the open net, had the open shot, but the threat of the demo was actually going to beat him before he would have gotten to the ball for the shot. Again, First Killer now. A low-scoring affair here for both these guys, but the pressure's on First Killer. Tournament life on the line here, and he's down by a goal. Time is ticking.
It certainly is. Especially after those first 3 games that had comparably many goals. Just a 1-goal lead for Lionblaze right now, but he's doing a good job at running down the clock, playing it slow, not allowing First Killer to speed things up. First Killer is forced to make sure. Oh boy! Oh, he doesn't get the angle there. That ball squished against the post. First Killer trying to speed this up with a counter. Will he get the cut? Not enough boost to get in front of the ball. It seems like everything that First Killer tries, Lionblaze immediately has a response to. Nearing the final minute now. First Killer finally wins the contest in midfield and gets the rebound. That's the equalizer at 1 minute and 2.
Well, the one thing you can always rely on from First Killer is that speed, and that's the second time in this series we've seen just kind of a loose ball in the middle of the field, kind of floating up in the air, and First Killer just beats Lionblaze to it, puts it away, ties it up with a minute left.
This final minute, so important for First Killer. You mentioned it, playing for Tournament Live. Good demo from Lionblaze. Takes a little bit of time. Allowing for First Killer to respawn. Tries to go for the dribble. First Killer going for boost, and Lionblaze just completely caught him out there. What was that?
It was greedy from First Killer. He used all of his boost to go to the corner, and Lionblaze, as soon as he saw it, he's got that reverse flick on lock, and he puts it away. I have no idea why he went for it, but he's got 48 seconds, First Killer, to make something happen.
Now he's playing from behind, tries to go for a fast flick. That one's going to get saved by Lionblaze. First Killer off of the sidewall, tries to go for the angle. What a double tap! Unbelievable stuff from First Killer.
And it's the speed. Again, look at this. He uses a second jump just to get up and over the ball so he can come straight back down on it with all of the boost. Dunks it on the head of Lionblaze, and he does it again. Ties it up after a horrid play in the last goal he gave up. Can he sneak this game away?
And he is holding on tooth and nail. Tries to go for the midfield here. 30 seconds. Another shot coming in, and he is in the lead.
What? First Killer is an absolute maniac sometimes. He goes for this with full boost here. And again, Lionblaze had nothing after that initial save, so it was a pretty safe aerial there for First Killer. Puts it away. Now in the lead all of the sudden with 30 seconds left.
And he has turned the tables in such a short amount of time. 1-goal lead now, and the only thing that's going to be on his mind right now is don't let Lionblaze score. Launches one from the midfield. What a shot! You cannot get any more accurate on that.
He is hitting bangers left and right. Look at the shot. He has the flip to the right, to the back post, off the post. Lionblaze can do nothing but watch it go in, and we might have a Game 5 on our hands.
Beast mode activated for First Killer here. 4 crazy goals.
Wow.
Final 10 seconds on the clock. We're going to Game 5, people. This is it. First Killer wins
And he's
game
got
4.
another
He's
one.
going to get a buzzer beater as well to close out the game 5-2, and we are going to the decider.
And one of the most exciting first matches of the night that I think we've had in a 1v1 for a long time now. First Killer and Lion Blaze going to be going the distance here in a thrilling game 4, the comeback from First Killer. And I have to say, it was two different sides of First Killer in that fourth game. You saw a lot of control from Lion Blaze initially in the first half or so, but then, like you said, really in the last minute, all of a sudden, uh, First Killer, I don't know, turned on his monitor or, I don't know, turned off the Wi-Fi on his phone and started playing so much better. And besides the one mistake where he went for a boost in front of his own net and gave up a goal, he played phenomenally.
Certainly did. He looked like he was under so much pressure for most of the game, and he was, but in the final minute he decides that now is the time to turn things up, and turn things up he did. Final game. First Killer versus Lion Blaze. This is the one that counts. It's single elimination. Both tournament lives on the line now. Reverse flick started from Lion Blaze. First Killer killing that one on the goal line. Gets a flick past Lion Blaze. He quickly wraps around the ball. And a fast pace to start off game 5, but that will only benefit First Killer at this point. So it's a wise decision to wait in the midfield there from Lion Blaze, transition into the dribble, good save from First Killer to get that off of the woodwork. Contest win, pushes the ball into the orange half. Lion Blaze wraps around it, First Killer actually giving him a lot of space there, goes for boost in his own half, opens up the entire midfield for Lion Blaze, tries to cut it once, twice, beautiful. Fantastic flick, and that one will find the net for the first goal of the game.
And he finally gets one of these. You can see he's kind of snaking, slaloming down the field here, and he finally gets First Killer with it. The pop comes just milliseconds before the jump on First Killer, and it goes up and over his head, and that's the first time Lion Blaze has been able to execute it. But that's the finesse that we expect from Lion Blaze, and again, he's done such a good job of not only scoring a goal, but then he gets a kickoff goal right after. He's done very well on the kickoffs tonight.
He certainly has, and usually you see First Killer dominating a game with kickoff goals. Lion Blaze turning the tables on him tonight. Now a 2-goal lead in the first game. First Killer has already come back twice. Once he managed to win the game, but that's the third one for Lion Blaze, again off of a kickoff play.
Yeah, it's kickoff. You can see First Killer actually flubbed his kickoff there. He went a little bit too far to the right, which forced him to flip to the left, and he just absolutely lost the kickoff at that point. Kind of glances off the ball there, and it was easy for Lion Blaze to follow it up as his momentum carried through. First Killer wasn't behind the ball to slow him down.
3-goal lead now. First Killer looking for the reverse flick. Fantastically set up. Very patiently. Waited until the last minute. Potted into the net.
Yeah, Lion Blaze was a little low on boost there. Went for it. Nice execution there from First Killer. A little delayed on it as well. Just to throw off that timing a little bit more. But again, work cut out for First Killer, but he gets the first one back.
That has got to be good. Can't let Lion Blaze run away with this game. Took him about 1 minute and 10 seconds to score his first, and that's a good time to stay in the game for the time being. Good clear from Lion Blaze. Pushes past the midfield line, in the corner now. Waiting to reposition the ball into the center. Goes for the cut, but First Killer stops the angle, closes it. Takes control of the ball in the corner. Now looking for the dribble. Early flick. Expects the Lion Blaze clear.
Oh, I knew he was going to go for it.
His opportunity.
I knew he was going to do that because it's such a First Killer play, but he didn't have to. He had so much time here. First Killer was trying to carry this ball, but it came off the wall a little bit. And as soon as he missed it, Lion Blaze is on the ground just waiting to see what First Killer was going to do. As he flubs that air dribble, or the pickup from the ball there, Lion Blaze has an easy shot to put it away. Now 3-goal lead opens back up for Lion Blaze.
Still a winnable game for First Killer, but he's got to stop making mistakes. Very uncharacteristic for him. And such a strange way of play that we're seeing from First Killer. On one hand, we're seeing him make mistakes that we have never seen him make before. On the other hand, when things get tough, he just pulls out the bangers and gets 3 goals in quick succession. 3 amazing goals mechanically as well. What a shot! The save from First Killer, gets it off the crossbar, tries to go for the quick counterplay, but Lion Blaze, quicker on the buzzer, drives home.
And I gotta say, I haven't seen someone hit consistent, high-powered reverse flick shots like Lion Blaze has. It's every time. It's every time. He has not messed it up one time. You know, we see top players, they might mess it up once or twice in a game or two. This guy is hitting it with the perfect speed every single time he picks up. He might do it again. Look at the shot from that. It's forcing tough saves from First Killer, and he is hardly hanging on.
Yeah, it really is. We've seen it time and time again in this series that he loves to go for those shots. Most of the time, First Killer was able to save them, but a couple of times, the accuracy on them is just unbelievable. And First Killer caught in the orange hat with no boost left to go on. Lion Blaze makes it 5.
And again, just a great block here from Lion Blaze. First Killer just trying to force the issue now. 1 minute and 50 seconds left. He's down by 4, and he can absolutely make it happen. But man, he's got to turn it back on. He's got to go God mode again here. First Killer's got to make something happen.
Yeah, time is running out to go God mode right now. Just 1 minute and 45 left on the clock, and Lion Blaze is on the ball. Fantastic cut. Outplays him once. Doesn't get the angle, though. Not this time, at least. We've seen him score from pretty crazy angles before. Now First Killer, long flick. Lion Blaze saves it. Gets it past him, but he manages to push it into the other corner. Tries to come off of the wall. Tries to repeat his double tap. Downward angle, just a little too wide. Comes off of the post.
And again, flashy play. It's a tough one to save. If you put that one on target, that one's going in, but not able to execute. Now, another opportunity for First Killer. Turned away by Lion Blaze, and the time now, minute left for First Killer. What can he do?
Plays it slow. Lion Blaze comes out for the contest, wins it. 1 minute remaining. 4-goal deficit for First Killer, and the ball is on its way into his own half. Has to clear it away, has to take control as well. Lion Blaze will not allow him to do so. Almost found the angle there of a shot that I'm pretty sure was not intended for the target. And now the air dribble from First Killer. Tries to dunk it, but Lion Blaze able to save that one as well. If last game, First Killer went into beast mode offense, this game, Lion Blaze is in beast mode defense.
Absolutely, and First Killer just cannot find the back of the net at this point. Lion Blaze has done such a good job of just at least being in the face of First Killer, and you can see First Killer sliding on his back. He's given up. He knows that he is beat here. Lion Blaze is going to put that one away with the air dribble. What a series to start off the night between these two players. Absolutely fantastic from both of them. Unfortunately, only one can move on, and it's going to be Lion Blaze to the grand finals.
You just take a look at the stats, and they tell the entire story. We have 11 shots from Lion Blaze and only 3 from First Killer throughout the entirety of that game. They both know that the game is over. They're just gonna not pay attention to the ball at all. 5 goals are not to be caught up in that little time, and that means that Lion Blaze will move on to the grand final, take out the Titan in Astronauts 1v1 tournaments. I think it was 6 victories in 10 1v1 tournaments. Lion Blaze makes top 4 for the first time, takes him out in one of the most exhilarating series that we have had the pleasure to watch in this tournament circuit.
The mechanics between both these players is unparalleled in most other 1v1 private match lobbies, and I have to say that I am very impressed by Lion Blaze. I knew he was good. This is no surprise to me, but just seeing it in action against someone who has dominated our tournaments here in the Astronauts of First Killer, absolutely something special from Lion Blaze. And this, whoever he has to play in the finals, they are going to have a tough time.
They certainly are. I am really curious to see how the grand final will play out. But first, we need to find out who he is going to face. Last week, last month, Sharif fell to Reddles in the semifinal. This time, he's going to go up against Mektos, another 1v1 powerhouse. Will he be able to find success, make the grand final for the first time, or will we see Mektos in the grand final again? He has won a single 1v1 Astronauts tournament before. Probably looking for the second, probably looking for his opportunity to come out on top of the 2019 leaderboard. Mektos versus Sharif is going to be up in the second semifinal right after the break. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back, everybody, to the Astronauts Rocket League 1v1 tournament powered by Team Beyond and Astro Gaming. My name's The Patch. Joining me tonight is Corelli after a nail-biter of a first semifinal. How could this one possibly follow that up? Let's find out. It's going to be Mektos versus Sharif. What do you think?
Well, like you said, it's going to be tough to follow that one up, but these guys really don't care about putting on a good show. They just want to win and get to that final. Between the two of them, Mektos and Sharif, we've seen Sharif kind of make some waves with his 1v1 play, and we've seen Mektos actually be a fantastic 1v1 player as well. I think that these guys have a long history in ranked or in general playing against each other. And I know that for Mektos, he is one of those players that kind of always seems to be in front of the ball, or excuse me, behind the ball, kind of in your face. And I'm not saying it's similar to First Killer, but I think that he does a great job of making sure that you don't get to do what you want to do. And Sharif is definitely a lot more, I would say, a little bit more controlled of how he approaches the game. So I'm interested to see how Mektos kind of goes about this game, and if we see kind of a faster pace game between these two or slower pace.
Yeah, first time Mektos signed up to one of these tournaments, he marched on through, completely undefeated, sweeps left and right. I think Reddles and First Color were among those that he swept as well. Ever since then, he's been a regular face, but hasn't quite been able to replicate that success. This is another opportunity for him to go into the semifinal, but I very much agree with what you've said. His playstyle is very reminiscent of First Killer, to not use the word similar. And Sharif is definitely going to have a tough task. Last time, on January 23rd, Sharif made it to the semifinal, went out against Reddles in a fairly competitive game, ended up as a 3-1 on the board, but was certainly a lot closer than it seemed. Let's see if he can get it on his second try.
And again, the winner of this moves on to play Lion Blaze, who just took down a very strong opponent in First Killer.
Oh yeah, that's going to be an entirely different task. But yeah, as we've said, Mektos might be a good warm-up for him. But he's just got to win that. Good scoop off of the ceiling. Mektos starting things off hot.
I love it, and this is what I expected from Mektos, kind of these flashy plays. He comes down, boosts under the ball just so he can curl back up with that flick, and Sharif just let it happen throughout. And for Mektos, or for Sharif, you can't let Mektos do this. He does like to pull off those plays from time to time, and you can see the setup. He had full boost and all the time in the world to do it. For Sharif, he's got to play closer to the ball and not let Mektos get those off the kickoff.
Tries to go for a fast flick from the midfield. Mektos will save that one. Gets the second touch, gets in for the net, will be able to effortlessly cut it inwards to tie the game up. We are at 1-1.
Yeah, Sharif not concerned too much after giving up that first goal. Just a simple pop over. Mektos kind of baited him into the challenge. Mektos was up first, but Sharif closer to the ball there, able to get away and tie this game back up.
30 seconds in, both players are on the board. Now the real game can begin. Who will take the lead back? Mektos gets bumped by Sharif, and that gave him the crucial extra inches that he would have needed. Or took those inches away from him, they would have needed to convert that. Fast shot comes off of the woodwork inside of the corner. Mektos catches the second attempt. Bounces off of the ramp. Sharif is already up for it. Has plenty of boost to go on. That one's on target. Can't catch up to the ball in time, and Mektos will get the save. Shot on target from the midfield. Lots of those have been attempted by both players in this game so far. Sharif in a good spot with the ball. Can he wrap around it in time? Gets bumped out of the way by Mektos, and such an important bump that was. Tries to launch into the corner. Out of boost, still sticks around in case Sharif messes up that save, and he does, and Mektos will take advantage.
Yeah, and Mektos let Sharif have this one here, but Sharif just not a good touch, and he actually just really sets it up for Mektos. All he's got to do is just turn around, and Mektos really didn't have much boost left, so that ball was cleared anywhere but there. Sharif was in the clear, but unfortunately straight to Mektos, and now he finds himself down by 1.
Gets the kickoff goal, though, and we are back to even.
It's a fantastic shot from him, honestly. He comes off the kickoff, and he just knows that Mektos is going to be a little bit slow. He kind of came off, so he won the kickoff so hard that Mektos actually went a little bit past half field, and Sharif knew that. He knew he had just a split second to hit that shot, and he hits it perfectly to tie up the game.
It is high noon on DFH Stadium. A shot-for-shot shootout between both players. Tied at 2 on the board. Sharif, slow dribble. Mektos with the early contest. Manages to wrestle the ball away from him. Comes at it from the side wall. Sharif into the corner. Mektos slightly misjudging that rebound. Has to concede a little bit of space, but carries it above Sharif. Stays in control of the ball for the entirety of that dribble.
And again, this is kind of what I was talking about with Mektos, is he's very quick. He got that double jump off so quickly, and then he was able to follow up with the ball. He seems to always just kind of be in your face and so quick. A couple of his goals have just been mechanical outplays where he's just so fast to the ball that Sharif just can't do anything about it, and he watched Mektos go over him.
Will he quickly get the equalizer yet again? Mektos will get this clear, so it's not going to be a fast equalizer off of the kickoff. Nearing halftime here, Mektos on just a 1-goal lead, and I doubt that's going to be enough. But I'm ready to be surprised. Mektos wants to make it a 2, gets it off of the crossbar. Sharif, enough time to get a handle on that ball, but completely out of boost. And Mektos burns his last boost as well, and Sharif realizes that. Nails one on the post, bounces in. 3-3.
And this was a scrappy goal here from Sharif as Mektos kind of just let that one go, and he had the follow-up there off the post, able to put that one away in the end and tie it up once again. Sharif doing a great job of not letting Mektos run away with this game, something that is definitely different from the last series we saw where it was a little one-sided for really both players on certain games. Sharif doing a great job of hanging in there. While he hasn't taken the lead, he's done well to just at least stay tied and not let Mektos run away with it.
Oh yeah, keeping the shootout alive for the time being, tied at 3 with 2 on the clock. Mektos with a fast play. Sharif to deflect that off into the corner. Mektos forced to rotate back. Sharif with a flick from the midfield, not high enough to catch Mektos off guard. Comes off of the corner and Mektos slowing the play down. Sharif wants none of that, goes straight into the contest. Ball's on the wall right now. Sharif retreating, letting Mektos get a handle on that ball. Mektos just waiting for Sharif to make a mistake here, to come out early to launch that shot on target. But Sharif, a little too savvy to fall for that. Quickly turns the play around, and we are back on the blue half. Oh, good block from Sharif. Hits the crossbar yet again, but Mektos is still so far away. He gets his second touch as well, and that's him taking the lead.
Mektos dove in so hard there, and again, he went all the way past half field. No way to catch back up to that one. Sharif, while he had no boost, able to come back around and put that one away. And again, Sharif just kind of staying with the play, making things happen, and now finds himself in the lead.
Just by 1, though, we've seen how valuable 1 goal is in this game. The answer is not very much unless there's no time left, but here Sharif makes it 2 for the first time in the game.
This is a great play here from Sharif. Goes right past Mektos up the corner and then follows it up off the side wall. Perfectly placed, puts it away. And for the first time in the game, we got a 2-goal lead. Sharif, who's been behind for a little bit of this game, able to take a 2-goal lead as we approach the 1-minute mark.
Yep, time is slowly but surely running short. Mektos gets his flip on the ceiling, doesn't make use of it on his way down, tries to go for the near post, but Sharif has cut that angle off. And here's the 1-minute mark. Mektos finding himself in front of the net with no defender. Sharif, not sure if he didn't have enough boost, but he was caught out in the midfield.
He was out of boost, and then Mektos was able to swipe up that mid boost, which really gave Mektos the advantage getting to that ball. But great play there from Mektos to stay with it and deny that boost from Sharif. Sharif getting a little caught out, gives Mektos a chance to come back into this game.
So 55 on the clock. 1-goal deficit. Mektos trying to make it fast off of the kickoff. Sharif with a save into the corner. Mektos still on full boost. Lovely little pop-up into the air. Won't be able to beat Sharif to the ball, but the angle is not kind to him. Gets the demolition, and all he has to do is wrap around and put it away, and he does. Ties it up with 37 left on the clock.
And you could tell he was going to go for it because he kept boosting after his initial touch into the corner. Straight on to Sharif, and then with no boost, comes off the side wall with that power slide to get the angle on target, and it ties up the game. Mektos, after going down by 2 with just a minute left in less than 30 seconds, able to tie it back up.
And with a 30-second mark on the clock, from now on, every goal could be the winner. Unless we see some crazy last-second plays here, but time is running short. We might be on track for overtime here. Mektos taking his sweet time, trying to send it down Main Street. Trying to bait Sharif into that play, but again, Sharif a little too savvy. Misses the contest in the corner, though. Opens up the net from Mektos. Takes the lead with 9 seconds left.
And Sharif, a poor challenge, way too low on that one. Didn't even come close to it. And Mektos able to sneak it by with 9 seconds left. He takes the lead.
He's going to need a kickoff goal. He's going to need a kickoff goal right here, and I think he's going to go for it, but Mektos not going to allow.
Got the boost.
5 seconds left. He has to cross-field that ball while keeping it
Mektos
in the air,
nothing.
while keeping Mektos away. Loses it in the corner, touches the ground, and Mektos gets away with game 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, that kickoff didn't go in favor of Sharif. He had to give up, or actually, he raced Mektos to that mid boost straight off the kickoff, won it, but it forced him to go back to his own corner, and he couldn't really get control of the ball. Mektos staying in there with 0 boost, a little risky as Sharif did have 100. But in the end, Mektos with the comeback. While he was leading in the early stage of this game, he was the first one to score. He was tied back up. He scored again. Sharif tied it back up. Then Sharif went up by 2, and Mektos made a big comeback. Able to win this game 6-5. You take a look at the saves, the shots, everything across the board of the stats. Pretty much even, aside from the goals. A very close game number 1.
Yeah, close game indeed. I was talking about how this series could possibly follow up the first semifinal, and after watching the first game of this one, I am already left wanting for more between Mektos and Sharif. Sharif taking a little bit of a breather after game number 1. We are now on our way into game 2. Let's see if they'll keep it this close, or if we will start to see one of those players run away with it. Game 2 is underway. 5 minutes on the clock. First kickoff of the game. Sharif trying to keep Mektos away from the ball in the corner. Runs out of boosts. Doesn't have a lot of options on that side wall. Decides to drive it all the way home. Scoop it towards the midfield. Buys himself some time. Picks up that midfield boost. Good reverse into that ball, forcing Mektos back into his own half. And Mektos has got to watch his boost tank here a little bit. Sharif unrelenting in his pressure right now. Bumps him out of the way, but straight into the boost. Mektos has the boost advantage right now. Sharif playing it slowly, not making a dash for the midfield boost. While Mektos takes away his corner boost, trying to backflip that one in. Sharif a little surprised by that, but still able to close off the angle for Mektos on the near post. First minute almost passed. No goals yet, but plenty of pressure from Sharif especially.
Yeah, Mektos, or excuse me, for Sharif, definitely slowing down this game, trying to make sure Mektos doesn't get things going. Mektos has done a fantastic job of defending. Oh, this was actually going to go in.
What a trajectory.
So it comes off the challenge here right at midfield. It pinches upwards, and I think Sharif kind of knew immediately. I didn't even notice that that one was going to go in, and he tries to go for the bumps on Mektos just so Mektos can't get back. And Sharif, the patience pays off. He's able to have that one slide in.
Yeah, a high-flying arc on that ball. Ends up in the upper right-hand corner. Nice catch by Sharif on that. Mektos trying to make the quick counter. Hits the crossbar. Sharif not able to recover in time, and we are back to the shootout.
Yeah, Mektos knew that he had Sharif kind of beat down the line. He didn't have enough boost to get back, and then the save, great effort there by Sharif. That was really all he could do. Mektos there to follow it up, able to tie this game back up, looking like game number 1 again, trading blows back and forth.
Let's see how long it'll stay that way. Mektos trying it off of the side wall. Sharif gets the save, trying to cut it infield. Mektos, enough boost to get home, not enough to stay in control. Picks up the corner boost now. Trying to play that outwards. And to stay in control of the ball. Wins a good contest on the sidelines, trying to air dribble that one in, but Sharif with a good save to cut off that shooting lane. Tries to go for the fast counter, and he's got Mektos beat. Went for the near post, and that was just the right choice.
And again, great patience from Sharif here, just kind of shadowing the play, making the saves when they have to come through. And then as soon as Mektos makes his play, not able to put it away, Sharif punishes, throwing the ball down the field and puts it away now, taking the lead here by 1.
And Sharif deadly on those long-range shots. Yet again allows him to take the lead here. Mektos gets the rebound off of the side wall, back wall, excuse me. Pops the ball up into the air over Sharif, but he manages to scoop that ball upwards from beneath. Great save from him. Mektos still trying to contest that. He's really low on boost, but Sharif misses the contest and allows Mektos to tie the game up here.
Yeah, and Sharif just missing that backflip there. The fake does come out from Mektos, and he's able to put that one away again. Back and forth between these two players. Both of them doing a great job of staying in line with each other. A lot more patience coming up from Sharif. We're seeing a lot more pressure from Mektos, but the defense from Sharif standing strong. This is an opportunity. Big miss by Mektos. Sharif, you can't miss that. He puts it away and takes the lead once again.
Yeah, just past half-time. Sharif makes the next step. Mektos slamming on that wall like a fly that was batted out of the air. And Sharif has an open net to score on. Quite easy shot to make as well. Was not from a tough angle. Should score that 7 out of 7 days a week. So past halftime, 1-goal lead for Sharif. But if this series has taught us anything, it is that Mektos is about to score it and tie it up again. Let's see if he can do it. Tries to go for the bump onto Sharif. Sharif actually dodging that one quite late on the save. It bounces off of the post, but he still manages to clear that ball away.
Okay.
Good ball control from Mektos, gets his flip back.
Got it! Oh my goodness!
What a shot from Mektos!
So many things here. He goes backwards, uses his second touch to catch the ball, then gets the flip reset up and over Sharif. You don't see that very often. That's a Rocket Daily shot if I've ever seen one. Mektos, what a special play from him.
Certainly Rocket Daily's worthy. Sharif looking to get a kickoff goal here, but no. He will not. What a goal from Mektos indeed. And again, ties the game up. Here comes Sharif to take the lead again. It's high noon yet again.
And they are just going back and forth. And again, Sharif, this is actually a great play for him. He follows this ball, realizes that it pinches up and it's going to land perfectly in front of him. Follows it up with whatever boost he has left over. And just like that, even after a spectacular play from Mektos, Sharif takes the lead.
He certainly does. The question on my mind is, how long will Mektos take to tie that up? Goes for the dribble, tries it light, and goes for the dunk past Sharif to tie it up to 4.
So interesting what Mektos does here. He actually uses his second jump right there to dunk Sharif, force it through, and put it away to tie it up. And like you said, Pash, it's just like clockwork between these two players, back and forth.
Unbelievable. Mektos with the kickoff fake right there. Waited in his own half. Sharif saw it coming, didn't. Swat the ball straight at him. Mektos 1-0 out of that little stunt. Gets the ball past the backboard. Gets bumped out of the way by Sharif. Has to make his way back to his own half. Sharif trying to go for the angled shot. Gets it off the backboard. Slightly mispositioning himself for the rebound. The counter shot from Mektos. Gets it off the backboard as well. And Sharif saves it. And this game has picked up on pace. Unbelievable. Balls just going back and forth between both halves. Sharif trying to wrap around the ball in time. Couldn't do it before Mektos respawned. Fantastic dribble! Dribbles out Mektos with a cheeky little cut and gets it into the net.
Dirty cut here from Sharif. Just takes it right out from under on the bait in the switch. Sharif, what a way to take the lead with less than a minute.
59 seconds to be exact. And will Mektos be able to tie it up yet again? Sharif looking to tie up the series with this win. And still applying a lot of pressure. Mektos completely out of boost, getting bumped out of the way by Sharif, but still manages to get the save. Not for this one, though. He just didn't have enough juice.
Yeah, Mektos kind of panicking here. He had no boost, tried to lift that one up towards the wall, but he really just sets up Sharif here. Sharif had all the boost coming out, able to put that one away, and for Mektos now, starts to set in. You're down by 2 with 40 seconds left. There's time left, and the kickoff win here helps, but you've got to put the shots away.
You have got to indeed. There it is. 30 seconds on the clock. Not a good clear from Sharif. Mektos wrapping around it in time. The save coming out. Sharif having to reposition here. Mektos not a lot of boost to go for it high. Decides to try and fake Sharif, but Sharif plays it very patiently. He has all the time in the world right now. Mektos is the one who is racing against the clock. Sharif with a long-range shot. 10 seconds left on the clock. This is looking like Sharif will win game 2. And in true series fashion, One player wins game 1, the other wins game 2. This is looking very familiar to me.
It absolutely is. And, you know, we talk about great plays coming out from Mektos left and right, but Sharif, the patience pays off. Slow and steady won the race here for Sharif, and at times he sped up his pace, but for the most part, he weathered the storm of Mektos's pressure, and he's able to put away more of his chances, had a lot more quality opportunities, and forced a lot more mistakes out of Mektos that he capitalized on.
So, another series that is going at least 4 games. The prevalence of 3-0 sweeps in these 1v1 tournaments from Astronauts has actually been rather high, especially in the semi-final. But not today. We've seen one extremely close series already. Here's the second one, or at least it looks like it, very much like it. We head into game 3. Who will make the first shot count? 30 seconds in, and most of the game has taken place in the midfield. Both players wrestling for control. That is a cheeky little touch to get it past Sharif there and catch it off the rebound for first blood.
Yeah, great play here from Mektos. Knows that he has Sharif beat, bumped him, able to land down first and get to that ball, put it away. Clinical play there from Mektos. And Sharif, again, too slow to get to that ball. Now Mektos, the first 30 seconds, able to take the lead.
And that took a while in game number 2. I think we have...
no.
Oh, no! Oh, so unlucky there from Mektos.
And Sharif, again, the early shot right off the kickoff, and that one's a tough one for Mektos. Comes off the inside of the post, straight onto his car, and the accidental own goal. That one's a tough one, as Mektos thought that one was going to go off the post. Or maybe it was already in. Either way, unlucky.
Well, I mean, it did come off the post, just not in the way that Mektos imagined it to. And Sharif will beat Mektos to the ball, drive it home from past the midfield line.
And again, Sharif beating Mektos back to the ball and just able to put this one on an open net. Lots of open net shots from Sharif. Seems like Mektos kind of overcommits sometimes, and when he doesn't connect, when he doesn't pull off a shot and force a tough save from Sharif, Sharif has done a great job of making sure that he punishes.
The flick attempt. Mektos will get the save, not gain a lot of ground on that. And he is out of boost. Pushing forward regardless, and this one slightly off target. Sharif realizes that. Takes a little bit of time to pick up the midfield boost, and now Mektos, that's the trouble. If you overextend with no boost left in your tank, if you have to run on pads, all your opponent has to do is play it wide.
Well, it was a missed opportunity there from Mektos as well. I believe that shot was scoreable. He just didn't get around it enough. And again, Sharif, another open goal shot, open goal that he puts away. Mektos nowhere to be found. When he has the opportunity on offense, he just can't convert right now.
So one of those rare occasions where there is a 2-goal lead. And again, it's on Sharif. Just like last time. So try to play it down Main Street. Ball's high up in the air. He's low on boost, trying to cut that one. This judges the bounce by just a few milliseconds. Ball's in the corner now, and they're struggling to get it out. Sharif looking for the shot, but Mektos beats him to the ball. And Sharif still running on no boost whatsoever for that entire play. Now he picks up the midfield boost, but Mektos just bumping him around like it's bumper cars. It bounces off of the ramp. Sharif gains control of the ball back. Seamlessly picks up on the dribble. Flicks it high. A little too early, as Mektos has no trouble making that save. And Sharif is keeping the pressure up. Gets in front of the net. Mektos putting extra distance on that to make it go into the corner. Now looking for the wall hit. Misses that. And serves Sharif the ball on a silver platter.
Yep, again, mistakes come out from Mektos. Sharif has done a great job to always be there and wait for them to come. We talk about the patience we've seen throughout this series of Sharif, and it is paying off so much. Just little, tiny, minor mistakes from Mektos, and Sharif's there to punish. If Mektos was playing, anyone else, I feel like that these mistakes might go unpunished, but Sharif has done a great job of making sure.
Oh, Mektos comes out with another banger.
And this is like a repeat of the first goal of the series here. He goes down under, this time a little bit more square with the ball, able to go up and over Sharif. And while these goals are fantastic for Mektos, still down by 2 here with half the game left.
It was the first decisive lead that we've seen in the series, and Mektos doing a good job in trying to limit the damage. So we are past halftime right now. Still 2 goals to score, but that should be doable for Mektos. Just gotta stop making these tiny mistakes that you've talked about, Corelli. And he will have a shot, I feel. Gets another shot off on target. Sharif with a save into the corner. Won't get a third one. Sharif now pushing out. And this is an opportunity for Mektos. And he puts it away.
Great play here from Mektos. Kind of kept Sharif locked in his own half with those shots up and over the crossbar. The one touch Sharif does get, it's cleared straight to Mektos. With no boost, Sharif kind of overextends. Mektos sees it, puts it away. Now a 1-goal difference with 2 minutes left.
Yep, it is indeed back to 1. So Mektos almost completing his little comeback in the middle of the game. But Sharif, oh, just barely not finding that net right there. Comes off of the post. Now what will Mektos do? Plays it wide. Sharif forced to make the save. Mektos doesn't really have the space to make the cut. Steals away the boost from Sharif, though, and that means Sharif is left on 4. And if he plays it high, then he has a solid chance of getting it past him. But Sharif with a double jump manages to cut off that angle in time. Picks up the other corner boost as well. Sharif just completely boost solved right now, but he is holding on. Again, Mektos taking away the boost. And Sharif has to break out now, tries to cross the field just to be able to pick up that midfield boost. He handled that beautifully.
And you've got to compliment Sharif's play here on defense. It is really something special tonight. Mektos putting on so much pressure, and Sharif standing his ground, even with 0 boost. Mektos at some points picked up an entire canister.
Oh!
And Sharif still.
And gets the save. Under 1 minute left on the clock now. And still a goal to catch up to for Mektos. Will he be able to do it? It's going to be tough, like you've said. Sharif's defense on point tonight. He manages to beat him, though. Long-range goal, and he ties it all up with 34 on the clock.
And again, the speed pays off. We saw this in First Killer and Line Blaze. The speed from Mektos. Again, a loose ball floating above both players. Mektos, the faster player here, able to put that one away. Now tying it up with 34 seconds left.
In Game 1, it already looked like we might be on track to overtime, but Mektos with an extremely late game winner again gets his flip back. This time Sharif saw that coming and gets the save. Will he be able to counter it? Flies past the ball. Mektos not enough time to wrap around it. Low on boost now. Sharif trying to play it fast. Hits the crossbar. Will he get the second shot? Yes, he will, but Mektos still with no boost in his tank. He won't be able to start a quick counter off of this. Final 10 seconds. Can he score this? It comes off the crossbar. Sharif into the corner.
One more
For
shot.
The final few seconds ticking down. A long-range shot from Mektos will bounce off of Sharif, and we are into overtime in Game 3.
I believe it's the first overtime of the night, if I'm not mistaken.
It
Mektos trying to put this one away early, but again, that pressure comes out. You can't let Sharif take care of this series with just one mistake from Mektos. Could be the difference.
Trying to go for a long-range shot from the midfield. Not fast enough to catch Sharif with his pants down. Trying to play it slow. Picks up the boost in the corner. Mektos still on a full tank, and he's conserving his boost. Playing it very slow. Gets the demo! And that's Game 2 for Mektos in overtime.
It's one of the few demos that Mektos has had, and he puts it away up and over the head of Sharif with the demo as well. Mektos takes the victory and takes the lead in the series, but of course this is a best of 5. Sharif might get one more shot, hopefully 2 in his case, if he wants to make the comeback now at Mektos. But what a back and forth series. Very, very close throughout.
Oh, yeah. Will we see a second series go to Game 5 tonight? Game 5s are such a rare occurrence in Astronauts 1v1 tournaments. Sharif plays his cards right, we might see the second one of the night. Mektos bumps him out of the way, doesn't have enough boost to give that ball an extra little touch. Will be able to catch this ball home. Closer than I thought it would be, but he managed to make it come off of the post. Still low on boost though, and Sharif making sure to take away all the opportunities for him. Will pick up the corner. No, actually he's going to retreat to go for the midfield boost. Sharif coming off of the wall there. And Mektos slowing down the game. Gets it past Sharif. Will he get the angle? Yes, he will. Takes the lead.
A great play here from Mektos. A little bit of patience, actually, as he waits for that backflip from Sharif, and then gets a little help there as that ball comes off the front end. Sharif able to push through, and Mektos gets the first goal here of this game in the first 45 seconds.
I think that's the first time in the series, too. I believe Sharif was the first one to score in all previous games. Gonna try a second one. Air dribble off of the wall. A little too high. Comes off the crossbar. Sharif winning the contest. Goes to the right-hand corner of the blue half of the field. Good stop from Sharif. Cuts it inwards. Follows it up. No chance for Mektos to catch up, and we are tied.
Yeah, in a rare time that Sharif's actually able to go up and over the head of Mektos without him challenging. You see Mektos opted to kind of reverse there as soon as Sharif went up, instead of just going back to his own net, maybe saving it backwards. Gave him no chance on the play there, and again, we are tied up.
It just keeps happening.
Really good there.
Equalizers.
Really good there from Sharif to not let Mektos go up and into an air dribble or into a ceiling shot, because Mektos has scored 3 out of the 4 that he's gone for tonight. And he's done a really good job of executing. That time, Sharif not... What the?
Okay, got his flip back, but couldn't make use of it before he came down. And now Sharif with a quick counterplay puts it away dead center of the net.
So Mektos does a really good job of keeping control there. That ball just died on top of his car when it came down. But again, just kind of going a little bit nuts with it is Mektos, and Sharif just kind of saying, hey, cool, let me just take this ball and score it on an open net now. Once you're done flying around the field, it's just the execution from Mektos. Sometimes he hits the best shot of the night. Sometimes he just can't keep control, and Sharif just, thank you very much. I'll take that one to the house.
Well, to be fair, that's the first one of those crazy shots that we've seen him flub, but Sharif extends his lead to 2.
And then, again, another rare opportunity where Sharif actually beats Mektos to the ball on the loose play at the corner of the box there. And Sharif, really impressed with him tonight. The patience, the mental that he has right now. Letting Mektos kind of do what he wants, says, hey, throw whatever you want at me. I'm going to make the save. And he really has. The defense from Sharif has been phenomenal.
Another flashy attempt off of the wall from Mektos. This time Sharif has no trouble saving that. Looking for the quick counter yet again, but a little wide on the angle this time. And Mektos slowing down the play in the corner. Good contest from Sharif. Coming out at just the right time, forcing Mektos back, and he does not have a lot of space left. Already has his back towards the wall. Sharif trying to cut that angle short. Misses by just a few inches. Here's the opportunity for Mektos. Doesn't get a solid touch on the ball. We're past halftime. And Sharif is in the lead by 2. But we have seen Mektos come back from a 3-goal deficit already. So Sharif can't feel comfortable just yet. Catches in the midfield. Comes off the side wall. Mektos yet again playing it slow. Trying to transition into the dribble. Again, a fantastic challenge from Sharif. Tries to go for the bump, but Mektos dodging last second with the jump. And Sharif is putting up so much pressure, but Mektos so far doing a good job at handling it. Now he just needs to find a way to push that ball forward and score it.
Again, time kind of becoming a crucial factor here. Mektos, I mean, he's got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Lots of time still, but Sharif, the slow and steady defense, not letting Mektos do anything. Really shut down defense, and the counters coming out. really haven't seen too much of Mektos here in the last minute or so.
A low boost on him for that play. Picks up the side boost. But Sharif will get another long-range shot off. With 80 seconds left on the clock here, and Sharif has been in control, just like you've said, the past 1, maybe 2 minutes of the game. And Mektos, while he does try to go for these flashy shots, they have been rather inconsequential as of late. We still cannot take away from the crazy accomplishments that he's had early in the series. Final minute! And still a 2-goal deficit for Mektos. He's got to pull out all the stops, and he needs to start doing that now. Off the corner, Sharif gets it past him, but he just pinches it against the back wall. Perfectly content to just let the time run out here, as it is on his side. Mektos just waiting for the opportunity. One tiny mistake, one tiny misjudge. Tries to go for the bump, makes him dodge it, and actually opens up the lane for the shot to go in.
You said it just right, Pash. He goes for the demolition here, and Sharif, on the flip, actually just went too far, really, on the flip anyways. But you're right, kind of a little hesitation there as well, as he saw the demo come through, and Mektos now squeezes away a goal, 25 seconds left. Can he make it happen and close out this series?
And we've seen these late game comebacks from Mektos already, twice in the series. He scored an extremely late winner, once in overtime and once just mere seconds before the game ended. This time around, he has to score a late equalizer, but Sharif is on the ball. He is out of boost. Mektos realizes that. He has to win a lot of distance in a very short amount of time.
Sharif's
he has a full tank. Sharif has got nothing indeed. He goes for the air dribble and he finds the net! There it is! Overtime with a buzzer beater goal from Mektos!
And Mektos knew the whole time Sharif had nothing, and he's just got to put it high and force the save out of Sharif. And with time ticking down, Mektos, he forces OT.
He forces OT, and now he's 1 goal away from winning the series. Kickoff doesn't go either player's way. A quick flip from Sharif, and he finds the kickoff goal. We are going to Game 5 yet again, gentlemen.
2 back-to-back Game 5s. They've been thrilling all night long, and the bump from Sharif comes through, takes down Mektos in Game 4, gets himself to a Game 5. Wow.
What a tournament this has been. 2 amazing back-to-back series.
And you gotta say, for Sharif, again, the patience pays off and the mental fortitude throughout. Gives up that last second goal, but immediately responds with the kickoff goal. Smart to follow it up with the bump. Knew that he wasn't out of it. And he gets himself to a Game 5.
Does indeed. And yet again, it is either player's game. Only one of them will be able to face off Lion Blades in the grand final, and Sharif starts Game 5 off with a kickoff goal.
Well, picking up where he just left off there in game number 4, but again, only 3 seconds into the game. It's unfortunate for Mektos to give that one up early, but of course, we know that can absolutely turn it on at any second here. And it's just a kickoff goal. Sharif, though, finds himself in the lead.
Now it's up to Mektos to respond. Tries for a long-range shot from the sidelines. Gets a second touch, plays that high as well. Wants to close the distance to the goal. Sharif transitioning into a dribble. Late flick, but Mektos saw that one coming, played it very patiently. Long-range attempt, and he actually caught out Sharif. That's going to cross the line. Great accuracy on Mektos.
Yeah, definitely caught him out there. Just rips it as soon as he comes up the corner. He saw Sharif. It was kind of a fake challenge from Sharif, and he just knew as soon as Mektos saw the turn from Sharif, he could rip it at the net. Perfectly executed. Great power on the shot as well. Able to tie this one back up.
And yet again, it is a shootout. And even if it isn't, Mektos has managed 3 times in this series to come back from a goal difference of 2 or more. And he always waits until the very last second to do it. Long range shot. Saved in the last few inches by Sharif. Cuts it infield, completely low on boost. Runs on pads right now, conserving all the juice that he has, but ultimately loses the contest to Mektos. Had the angle there, missed it. Now Sharif the opportunity at a counter, but because he was still so low on boost, couldn't put a lot of speed on that ball. Gets demolished by Mektos. The play is reset. Good save from Sharif off into the corner. Mektos still a lot of boost to play with here. Opts to go for the back pass. Makes Sharif come at him, and such a great bait. Effortlessly flicks it over.
Again, it's that speed kind of forces Sharif to come through, and as soon as he saw that turn come up, Mektos knew he had him beat with the flick up and over his head. Gets himself the lead after giving up that early kickoff goal, and Mektos, again, the speed coming out from him has been so deadly when he's been able to execute.
So a lead for Mektos. Looking for another one here off the kickoff. The sideline, Sharif gets the save. But he is all dry right now. Still doing a good job at keeping Mektos away, but with Mektos taking away that sideline boost, Sharif still going to have a tough time. Actually manages to beat him. Pops the ball up into the air, goes under, and scores it.
Mektos had full boost while Sharif had zero. He picked up a couple pads during that, of course, but able to beat Mektos with basically zero boost from his own net all the way to the corner, all the way to the side there, and then passed. Great play with very little boost from Sharif.
Great play indeed. Mektos looking for another goal here. Saved high off of the backboard. Another shot. This one's going to come off. He tries to find the sharp angle underneath the crossbar. Can't quite finish the shot, though, and Sharif will be able to save this attempt as well. Going into halftime with a tied game, unless Sharif makes it count right here. It doesn't seem like it. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard at halftime, but just after halftime, Mektos just launches from the corner all across the field.
Yeah, as soon as Sharif kind of popped up over that ball, Mektos knew he could beat him down the field, and he does just that again, taking the lead here. As you said, just past halftime, Mektos not seeing too many flashy plays coming out from here in this game, but able to put away the goals nonetheless.
And Sharif with an opportunity, transition into the dribble off of the kickoff, comes off of the crossbar, the underside of the crossbar. That was such a great cut, though. Makes Mektos dive into the stratosphere. All he has to do is wrap around it and put it away. Tied game.
Yeah, again, diving in from Mektos. Great bait there from Sharif. And the touch out wide was perfectly placed so that he could follow it up, put it on target, and put it away. Great touches there from Sharif to set himself up for success after baiting in the defender.
And we are back to a neck-and-neck game, and it couldn't be a better game than Game 5 for this to happen. Good pinch against the side wall. That might actually cross the line here. Comes off of the crossbar. Mektos quickly launching past the midfield line. Tries to come off of the ceiling here. Realizes that Sharif has got him beat on the ball. Retreats for the time being. Shot missed by Sharif. Mektos will be able to break away here.
Again, trading blows back and forth. They've been doing it all series long. Mektos, though, this time, again, this is another open goal here for him. Actually, really haven't been too many open net shots really all throughout this series. Sharif kind of diving in there. Uncharacteristic, as he's shown a lot of patience throughout this series.
Again, we've mentioned it before. At one point in the series, if Sharif does make a mistake, no matter how tiny it is, Mektos is usually very quick to punish him for it immediately, and we haven't seen him miss an opportunity to do so yet. Sharif killing the ball, pops it up into the air. Mektos immediately goes for it. Contested by Sharif in the air. Mektos trying to go for the near post, but Sharif cutting off that lane. Mektos in the lead by 1 goal. Sharif with a flick from the midfield line. What a play. Perfectly placed shot to tie things up yet again.
And this is just straight down the barrel flick. No reverse flicks happening. No 180 tornado flicks or anything like that. We've seen that a little bit tonight. Sharif just straight up front flips with the ball and just beautifully places it on target. Mektos only could just watch it.
Final minute in Game 5. We are still tied. Will this come down to overtime? For the time being, with the frequency of goals, wouldn't be too convinced just yet. The time is running short, and any goal at this point could be the winner. Demolition onto Sharif. Will he be able to wrap around it in time? Certainly looks like it. Sharif respawns, but too late, and Mektos takes the lead.
And we really haven't seen too many demo plays. That's really only the second one we've seen from Mektos, and he is able to capitalize and score off of it. Great power off the shot. The respawn was coming through for Sharif. And Mektos, once again, back in the lead now. 30 seconds left.
And all series long, it was always Mektos who had to pull off these last-second comebacks. This is Sharif's time to do the same thing. Good block from Mektos. 20 seconds on the clock. Deep inside the orange half, and Mektos will go hell and high water to keep it that way. Gets the ball in front of the net, and that has got to be it.
This one could be over with just that goal. Sharif kind of was hesitating on the back wall, and what a bounce for Mektos off the corner. Comes straight back up. All he's got to do is go up and get it, puts it back down, and 13 seconds left. Sharif's going to need a very quick kickoff goal.
Certainly will. Let's see what he's got in store. Ball rolls up the side wall, picks up the boost here. Will he be able to make a play out of this? Doesn't catch the ball on its way down.
Okay.
Tries to go for the flick and puts it away. Another kickoff goal, and he's golden.
Okay, Sharif gives himself a shot here. He lands perfectly next to it and kind of just flicks it over. Really should have been saved by Mektos. It looks like he didn't push his car forward when he jumped, and he just jumped straight up instead of out to the side. But here we go, Sharif. This is for his tournament life.
Certainly is, but the kickoff does not go his way. The ball is high up on the wall. He misses the touch, and it goes on the ground. 1 goal difference is what takes Mektos to the grand final in tonight's Astronauts Rocket League 1v1 tournament. What a series this was. What a 2 series this has been in the semifinal. But the grand final will be Lion Blaze versus Mektos.
Mektos really actually kind of had his game slowed down by Sharif, and he's going to have to play against another player in Lion Blaze that does exactly that. He wants to play his own game, and I think Sharif kind of struggled to keep control when he was attacking on offense, but that's something that Lion Blaze really excels. We saw it when he played First Killer. Those reverse flicks were on point. I've never seen someone so consistent with them. So for Mektos, this is not going to be an easy series.
Oh yeah, it absolutely isn't. Lion Blaze was completely on fire tonight, and he has shown that in his series against First Killer. It was a tight one. Not quite in the same way that this one was, with players just playing shootouts against one another. We've had blowout games for First Killer, we've had blowout games for Lion Blaze, but ultimately Lion Blaze was the one who came out on top, and he has played a fantastic game. So Mektos has quite the task ahead of him. Will he be able to take down Lion Blaze, who is the favorite coming into this match, and take home the $1,000 and the top of the 2019 Astronauts leaderboard? Or will Lion Blaze go away with his first victory in an Astronauts Rocket League 1v1 tournament? There's only one way to find out. Stick around. We'll be right back with the grand final after this break. And welcome back, everybody. This is what it all comes down to. It is the Astronauts Rocket League 1v1 tournament powered by Team Beyond and ASTRO Gaming. $1,000 are up for grabs here. My name's The Pash. Joining me for tonight is Corelli. We've already had an amazing tournament, one of the most entertaining 1v1 Astronauts tournament that we've had. And now, this final, Lion Blaze versus Mektos. From what we've seen from both players, it should be an incredibly entertaining affair.
Well, both of our matches that we've seen from both of these players in two separate series have been pretty exciting. And I think, we talked about it, Pash, beforehand, coming into this game, before we went to break. Lion Blaze has, I think, a very similar style to Sharif in that he does like to control the game. He does like to slow it down a little bit. He wants to come at Mektos. And I think that Mektos definitely needs to cut down a lot of the mistakes. I think he actually kind of got away from a series that was a lot closer than I think he would have wanted. A few mistakes coming out. Sharif, being the patient player that he was able to kind of punish him a few times. And I think that Lion Blaze could do that to the extent. Again, this is a best of 7 now. We're out of the best of 5s. And this is for the money. This is no time to play overcommitting and things that might have chances that might work. You win, you go home with $1,000. You lose this match, you finish second, and you walk away with nothing.
Yep, that's what's at stake here. Of course, Mektos will be looking to pad out his Astronauts resume by taking the top of the leaderboard tonight. He has the chance to do that with a victory in this match. So we've asked chat before the break, during the break, before the game. Opinions have been switching around wildly. But as of now, 54% of you think that Mektos has got this. 46% are in Lion Blaze's corner. This is it. Best of 7 on DFH Stadium for $1,000. The conclusion of tonight's 1v1 Astronauts tournament. It starts right here.
I think one thing that Lion Blaze can do a lot better than what we saw from Sharif is while he does a great job of controlling the game, his flicks are very tough to defend against. We saw him even make someone like First Killer, who's so good at reading plays, so good at being quick to the ball, even fall for quite a few of these flicks. So I'd expect Mektos to actually have a tough time breaking out of defense.
Well, currently, Lion Blaze applying a lot of pressure in the early stages. Mektos able to handle it, but nothing really difficult has been thrown at him just yet. Mektos off the back wall, trying to get as much distance as possible. Breaks through on the side wall. Needs a cut now, but very low on boosts. Dangerous touch from Lion Blaze, and Mektos only has to go for the far post, and will draw first blood.
Yeah, great placement here from Mektos, and like you said, Lion Blaze gets bumped past the boost there. Mektos actually picks it up and then swings around, puts it to the corner. Mektos, again, that speed, that pressure coming out and paying off for the first goal of the game.
It took him a minute to do so. So a slow-paced start to game number 1 after 2 extremely high-paced semifinals. Both these players clearly respecting each other. Lion Blaze trying it slowly, looking for a very tight angle, and we've seen him convert extremely crazy angles in his semifinal against First Killer. So that is definitely something to watch out for. You need to cover angles that you perhaps don't even need to consider for other players, but Lion Blaze, he is deadly. Save coming out. Mektos in the corner right now. Tries to go for the flick off the backboard, but Lion Blaze catches the rebound. Another flick attempt, but Lion Blaze this time coming out early for the challenge. Gets it past the midfield line. Mektos trying to dribble it around. Lion Blaze shadowing that shot until the very last moment. The shot does come out, gets bumped out of the way, and that's an empty net for Mektos. 2-0.
Well, we talked about, game management, especially for someone like Lion Blaze, but the thing is you have to get control of the game, and right now we're playing at Mektos as speed right now, and this is the danger for anyone who plays against someone like Mektos, the speed coming out. it just whittles you down, whether it's boost, positioning, whether you start to panic, start to overthink things on defense, and Mektos does a great job of making the defenders make mistakes.
Good save from Lionblaze, so patient on that play. Good air dribble from Mektos to try and outsmart him, but Lionblaze won't go down that easily. Gets a shot off of the crossbar. Will he get the second one? Mektos goes for the dunk. It bounces off of the post, but the third one will find the net, and Lionblaze gets on the board just after halftime.
And a valiant effort there by Mektos. Gets 2 blocks on the ball, but he's not getting any help from the post there. And it comes straight back out to Lionblaze, and we'll put that one away.
Good stuff. Gets himself on the board. 1 goal behind now, and 1 kickoff goal is all that he needs. Doesn't get the second touch. Mektos will catch him out here, though. He really should have hit that ball.
Yeah, like you said, just beating him, catching him out here. We don't even get to see it on the replay. Mektos just throws it downfield. The old backwards shot, the turtle goal. Able to put that one away, and Mektos now building a 2-goal lead. And that's when things start to get scary for Lionblaze. He definitely doesn't want this game to get away from him. Still, a long series ahead of him. Remember, best of 7 now. But you don't want to give up any free games.
Yeah, and if it goes to Game 7, it's a matter of attrition on top of everything else that you need in order to stay calm in such a high-paced match. So both of these players, it's in their best interest to close the series off as fast as they can. Demolition onto Lionblaze in a good spot. Can drive it downfield now. Goes for the flick off of the crossbar. Has to drive it home. Lionblaze waiting, not pushing too fast, not pushing too deep. Another flick from Mektos. This one goes high. Lionblaze waiting for Mektos to make his play and then getting a good touch on the ball. Sends it straight back to Orange. Looking to take control here, but ultimately Mektos is still the one who decides where the ball is going. Goes for a shot from the midfield, a Hail Mary attempt, and finds the net.
And Mektos underestimated the power that Lionblaze could get on this shot, places it perfectly to the back post, and if Mektos kept cutting across his box there, he could have easily made that save, but he panned out a little bit wider, thinking that Lionblaze really couldn't get a shot like that. But he does, and he cuts his lead down to 1.
Another great shot off of the kickoff. We'll find the second one, and just like that, we are all tied up.
And all of a sudden, Lionblaze slowly making a comeback. And my goodness, give credit to Mektos doing great stuff on the saves. But again, you're not getting any help from the framework here as it keeps setting up Lionblaze straight back up to have a free shot on target. We're all tied up as we approach a minute left.
Mektos with a win on the kickoff, gets a shot on target. Lionblaze just as low on boost as him, able to get the save. 1 minute remaining. And we are tied. Goes for the demo. The ball comes off of the backboard, but Mektos is all out of boost. Won't be able to wrap around the ball in time. Won't have an open net shot, but can still try to outplay him. Bumps him into the net and gets himself the goal.
Really smart play here from Mektos. He kind of pops it the first time, fakes like he's going to go for something, then just slowly brings it down and just clips Lionblaze enough to push or let that ball roll in. He pushes him out of the way and takes back the lead.
Great physical play from Mektos all throughout in this game so far. I think we've seen 3 goals that came directly off of bumps. Good save from Lionblaze. But Mektos is still in the driver's seat right now, and he has been for most of the game. Lionblaze pushed back into his box right now. Can't even get the ball out there. Mektos doing such a good job and slowly but surely reducing the siege area until he is just completely in front of the net, and Lionblaze has no chance to clear that away. Yet again, player comes out, can't be far enough. Mektos scores it up and over.
Oh, look at this power slide here from Mektos with the boost to turn around perfectly. A little bit wider to get to that ball. It's a fantastic play just to kind of wrap around, open up a chance on target there, gets a 2-goal lead.
And this is a solid first game from Mektos. Lionblaze has got his shots in, but mostly it has been Mektos dictating the pace, dictating where the ball goes. doing such a good job at outplaying Lion Blaze in offense. A deserved win, but can't count out Lion Blaze. Not a long shot.
Definitely not. And I think, but again, I think that we did see the game that that Mektos wanted to play throughout this series was high speed, getting to the ball first, and keeping Lion Blaze kind of locked in his own box without boost. It's that speed that we keep talking about. He's looked so good.
Certainly has. See if he can continue this performance into Game 2. You've mentioned it before. There wasn't really a lot of luck on Lion Blaze's side when it came to the framework. Sometimes you just don't get very fortunate on the bounces. Mektos got really fortunate on the bounces in game number 1, but obviously that's not what won him the game. Mektos is going to start game 2 off with a kickoff goal as well.
Yeah, and it's one thing to let Mektos kind of own you as you go around the box and you get stuck, you get boost starved, but it's another thing to give up some kickoff goals, and you can't give those to Mektos. He's going to slowly whittle you down throughout this game. For Lion Blaze, he's got to answer early.
Well, it's still extremely early in the game. 10-second mark is only just passed, so Lion Blaze still has enough opportunity to go up early. Just can't allow Mektos to get his second one on the board. Mektos shadowing the bump pretty much. Lion Blaze scared of driving into Mektos' lane.
Yeah, was trying to not get demoed there, but then realized he had to just go for the ball. Mektos doing enough to slow him down, get in his way. And Lion Blaze ends up hitting it into his own net after crashing into Mektos there. Now a 2-goal lead in the first 30 seconds.
And that's just what Lion Blaze needed. A kickoff goal, not to fall behind, to stay connected to the scoreline.
Right, the first 10 seconds, Lion Blaze gave up a goal. A kickoff goal, excuse me. Now Mektos in the lead by 1. 3 goals scored in the first 30 seconds here. And this could be another kickoff goal for Mektos.
Oh yeah, it almost definitely is. Does get the demo, but the shot was already out. No chance to save that.
Trading kickoff goals back and forth only benefits Mektos at this point with a 2-goal lead.
Will this be another kickoff goal? It's a question. Not this time. Mektos driving home, picking up the boost, and defending against the attempted onslaught from Lion Blaze. Plays it fast down the midfield. Lion Blaze looking for a long shot, but Mektos has got this one covered. Lion Blaze just looking to stick to the ball, not lose connection to it. Nicely dodging the demo from Mektos, but he goes for it again and catches him on the second go.
Wasting time, I like it.
And wasting time. Every second counts when it's $1,000 on the line.
Yeah, and I'm surprised not more players do this, but yeah, I mean, hey, when you got $1,000 on the line, you got to get through a best of 7, and you're going to be up by 3 goals once you put in that goal. Run down the clock a little bit. I know it was only a couple seconds, but still, you're in the lead, you're in control here. And while you are giving up kickoff goals, you know, for Mektos, he's getting them back, but this is great for Lion Blaze at this point, responding immediately back with a kickoff goal, keeping him in this game. Again, only a minute and 5 seconds gone through, 6 goals scored.
Yeah, Lion Blaze running on kickoff goals right now, the only ones that he has on the board right now. But at least they allow him to stay close. Might get another one here. There it is. Third kickoff goal in succession for Lion Blaze.
So typically when you run down the clock, you don't think that you're going to give up 2 kickoff goals immediately here. But unfortunately for Mektos, you do. And Lion Blaze really figuring out his kickoff here. Again, 7 goals now. Lion Blaze down by 1.
Yeah, can happen just like that. Mektos was looking like a, wow, okay, well, this is just kickoff goal central now.
So what is that, like 3, 4 in a row now at this point?
4 in a row, yeah.
You know, normally I don't keep track because, you know, maybe you get 2, but after that people switch it up. But these guys are just going back and forth with the kickoff goals, and there's really nothing to it. It's just having poor kickoffs.
Well, we see another one from Lion Blaze here. He's going to try to go for the cut, and crossbar hit. Not this time. The chain is broken. Gonna get another touch, but Mektos saves that one, cuts off the lane before the ball can pass through it. Lion Blaze still in control, though, and he's gonna be happy about that flurry of kickoff goals. Not in the slightest, not in the least, because most of them went to him. Good save from Mektos, but the second touch will be unsavable. Lion Blaze gets the lead to 1.
Yeah, great placement here from Lion Blaze, kind of putting this in the upper half of the net. Mektos just jumped down. It's really tough for him to get back up as all his momentum was going down and away. Mektos, again, couldn't get there. Lion Blaze still within 1 here.
And he's keeping that deficit as low as he can. Mektos going up early by 2, but Lion Blaze, well, most of it was kickoff goals, granted, but still, kickoff goals are still legitimate, and in 1v1s especially, they are far from only luck-based.
Oh, absolutely.
So he's done a great job.
There's a lot of skill that goes into a kickoff. It's definitely a craft, but that is not a kickoff goal. That is Mektos just pushing the ball past Lion Blaze, uncontested here. Lion Blaze looks like he kind of slowed down. Maybe not. He just really didn't realize that Mektos was going to have the shot. Kind of took too flat of a way back. Didn't cut across sharp enough, and Mektos punishes and extends his lead by 2 now.
Yeah, that was a really solid shot right there from Mektos. Caught Lion Blaze off guard. Nice little pop-up into the air. Lion Blaze recovering quickly enough. Comes off of the frame, though, allowing Mektos another shot. And yet again, the frame is not kind to Lion Blaze.
Yeah, this one comes down and away. Mektos actually kind of a tough shot. Didn't really get too much power on it. Lion Blaze just barely couldn't get back, but it's tough. You give up 7 goals at this point. You're not even halfway through the game.
11 goals scored in total. I think the highest scoring game we've seen. Oh no, not yet. There was that 10-2 blowout. But we're within 1 of that. And there it is. We've just tied the highest scoring game of the night. Lion Blaze gets the deficit back to 2.
Yeah, and again, Mektos kind of going for something crazy and immediately punished. Something that he's just, I suppose, accepted with his play style. This is either going to score or I'm going to get scored on. That time, the latter for Mektos. And we've seen that a couple times in both of his series, kind of these all-or-nothing plays. They don't pan out. They don't look good.
This continues at this pace. Both players are going to be a double digit by the time the clock hits 0. Good dodge from Lion Blaze.
Oh, the fake.
Tries to go for the block, but Mektos fakes it beautifully.
This is a fantastic fake here from Mektos. Lion Blaze thought Mektos was going to whip around and flip into it, but Mektos just lets the ball kind of skid off the front of his bumper down and into the goal. Fantastic fake from Mektos.
Very well done indeed. Lead is back to 3. His goals continue to just fly out. And another one here, a kickoff goal after a while. Gets to Mektos within 1 of double digits.
Now 14 goals here in this game, and Mektos, another kickoff goal right off the bat. Lion Blaze just too slow to get back, and with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, you might be right. We might hit a 20-goal game at this rate.
Good block from Mektos out of the kickoff. Does immediately follow up the ball, plays it slow, goes for the boost. Now the shot, wonderfully placed. 10 goals from Mektos.
And it's funny because, you know, in any match you say, oh, you know, he scored 10 goals. He's got to win the game. But with 2 minutes left, sure, Lion Blaze is down by 5, and that's a huge deficit. Don't get me wrong. But I think that, you know, with 2 minutes left, Lion Blaze can absolutely make this happen, especially with these kickoff goals. It's not going to happen. But Lion Blaze has been getting quite a few kickoff goals as well, and he's got time to make this comeback.
Yeah, almost got one there, Mektos, with a last-second save. Might got early for that challenge. Pushing Lion Blaze back into his own half. We've officially gone 20 seconds without a goal, people. Here comes the backwards flick, just slightly off target, comes off of the post. Lion Blaze is going to try again, reset, wrap around the ball, but Mektos with heavy pressure bumps him out of the way. Still can recover early and remains in control of the ball. Sets up for another backwards flick. This time Mektos bumps into him before he has the chance to complete the setup. And Mektos will find the net here from the midfield. Just ran away with the ball.
Yep. Again, Mektos just being speedy down the field and just went right past Lion Blaze. Really no contest from him. And Mekto's able to put that one away. Now 11 goals to his name, but again, 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Lionblaze really hasn't scored in a while, at least in relation to this game. Hasn't scored in, 1.5 minutes or so. Mektos, though, doing a great job of, keep building this lead, keeping the pressure on, even though you're up by 6, not giving up, maybe making it 7.
What a save from Lionblaze. So well done, and now he has the chance to beat Mektos to the net, and he does, and he gets a goal for it.
Lionblaze able to get a goal here. Now 6 to his name, but he's still down by 5 and 54 seconds left. He's going to need those kickoff goals to start rolling in if he wants to start make a comeback.
Well, if there's one thing he knows how to do, it is how to score kickoff goals. Let's see if he's going to go for it. That's a good setup. Can he wrap around the ball in time before Mektos makes it home? Fast shot, saved by Mektos. Very well played from both players. Mektos gets the defense just in time. Now Lionblaze opting to go for the dribble, opting to try it slow, backwards flick, and straight into the net. Unbelievable stuff. And
Lionblaze has kind of struggled to set up this shot against Mektos a few times. This time, though, perfectly done. You see that speed. The reason he does these setups and these reverse flicks is because of the speed that he gets. The defender just cannot get there in time. And Mektos left guessing where he's going to go. Not able to. And Lionblaze now, that's a great start for a kickoff as well, but the shot thrown away.
Yeah. Run straight onto Mektos, who popped that ball up and burned precious few seconds while doing so as well. Mektos just waiting for the Lionblaze to come at him, bumps him out of the way, all the way. Wraps around the ball, gives up control to Lionblaze though, but with 15 seconds left, that's still a hell of a lot of goals that Lionblaze will be having to catch up here. Does manage to get one through. But 11 seconds for 3 goals?
Hey, I'm not going to say it's impossible. I'm just going to say it's improbable here. 19 goals scored in this game alone.
That's nuts. Not looking good for a kickoff goal right here. Tries to go for the bump onto Mektos. As you saw, that ball was a lost cause. And that is going to be it. We haven't quite broke 20 goals in this game. But 19 goals in 5 minutes, that is, I think, the highest scoring game we have ever seen in an Astronauts tournament.
That's the highest, yeah, absolutely. Definitely the highest we've seen in an Astronauts tournament. And Mektos getting 11 of those in a very close game, actually. 14 shots for Mektos, 15 for Lionblaze. Actually, more saves coming out from Mektos than Lionblaze, kind of telling a story there. But now it's time to regroup. Okay, you score 19 goals in one game, but again, this is a long, long series here. And you got to turn things around. Mektos looking good throughout this series. See if Lionblaze can kind of build a lead and maybe take a game here or two.
We have seen Lionblaze pull this off before in his match against First Killer in the first semifinal. It was blown out 10-2 in the second game, and then proceeded to absolutely take First Killer apart in Game 3. And this is a good start.
Absolutely. This is the start that Lionblaze wants here. Mektos on the back foot immediately in the first 9 seconds, and Lionblaze taking the lead, and now winning a kickoff is a fantastic start for him.
Mektos wrapping around that. I'm going to pass the midfield line, pop up into the air. Goes for the straight shot as the ball is on its way down, but Lionblaze will save it. And then play it slow. Very slowly goes for the flick just as he sees that Mektos went for the challenge. Such a game of reaction right there.
This is really the bread and butter for Lionblaze, is popping it up and over his defenders, and he does it perfectly here. Mektos has really liked the challenge backwards, and I'm surprised not more players taking advantage of this. Lionblaze does it perfectly there, just baiting in the flick backwards, and as soon as he goes, you pop it up and over, and a lot of these kickoffs are starting to go in favor of Lionblaze.
And he does it again. After getting completely blown out in the game, he comes out extremely strong in the next one. 3-0 lead. 2 of them were kickoff goals. One of them was a fantastic mind game in the midfield. No matter how they went in, they are 3 goals, and Mektos is going to have to make good on them. Still, they're not even past the first minute of play here, and Mektos still has his flip. Great dunk. Gets on the board.
And Mektos, he did. He had his flip the entire time here, but I don't believe he actually used it as he came down. He might have used it there as he landed. But again, great patience from him to kind of go under Lion Blaze. Lion Blaze was kind of looking for that flick. He knew that Mektos had that flip, and that's really kind of the beauty of that shot is you threaten that flip at any time. You're holding it.
Oh.
Mektos, though, again, off the kickoff, able to win it a few seconds later with this bounce. Lion Blaze kind of sets it up for him, and the first minute, we got 5 goals, Pash.
It continues at this pace. We're going to break the record we've just set in the previous game. This is absolutely crazy. What a set of series tonight. Mektos up by 2. They're going to play it slow off the kickoff here. A little too slow, Lion Blaze. Won't fall for this one. Wait until the last moment, until Mektos can't play it high without having it come off of the crossbar. Now Mektos going for that reverse flick, showing Lion Blaze how it's done.
I like this from Mektos, but it's definitely a weak shot. I think this one was absolutely savable for Lion Blaze. He just didn't approach it properly, but in the end, Mektos is able to beat down that deficit, ties up the game here. We got plenty of game time left.
Certainly do. Lion Blaze will get another kickoff goal here and take the lead by 1. They will never stop.
And that's a tough one for Mektos. You can see him trying to reach back there. He used the second jump, but he couldn't get there. And Lion Blaze, lots of kickoff goals here in this game, in game number 3. Done a great job of capitalizing.
Off the side wall, Mektos picking up the boost, immediately transferring into a sidewall shot straight on target, but Lion Blaze with a clutch save. And now the bump onto Mektos to take ball control away from him. He doesn't have any boost to contest that ball further, though, and he is still out. Mektos with a second shot. A second save comes out from Lion Blaze as well. Still running on pads, and Mektos has realized that. Yet another shot saved, and he takes away the corner boost. Completely starving out Lion Blaze. Picks up the midfield boost as well. Lion Blaze has to run on pads while he starts this attack. Still goes for the reverse flick. Hits the crossbar. And Mektos, what he needs to do now is be fast. And he is. But Lion Blaze gets the touch off of the ceiling. Finally picks up a boost canister. Now Mektos looking for the dribble past the midfield line. Gets it off of the backboard. Yet again looking to boost Starve Lion Blaze here. Bumps him out of the way. Here's his opportunity. Lion Blaze out of boost again. No chance to save that. Mektos just completely starving Lion Blaze.
Yeah, great physicality there too. Just getting in the face of Lion Blaze and pushing him to the side, making that shot a lot easier. Able to tie up this game again now just at halftime. 8 goals, 4 apiece for each of these players. Again, a back and forth game 3 here.
Boost control, absolutely sublime from Mektos, and what a cheeky little shot off of the side wall, just slightly over Lion Blaze's roof to take the lead.
Yeah, it pays off to be aggressive here, and that's the game plan for Mektos immediately off the kickoff. Now takes the lead over Lion Blaze, who has been really kind of surviving just on these kickoff goals alone, but hasn't been able to get one in a while.
We're past halftime. We already have 9 goals on the board. Not quite as crazy as last time, but still a high-scoring affair in Game 3 as well. Mektos with a chance to get to match point right here. If he can carry this 1-goal lead all the way, but with how high-scoring these games have been, I doubt that it's going to happen. Lion Blaze versus Mektos in the corner. Mektos wins out this challenge. Goes for the dribble. Long flick from the midfield. Simple save for Lion Blaze. Off into the corner, but made him burn a lot of boost for it. Now Mektos shadowing the ball, taking it with a canister. Reverse flip set up from Lion Blaze, but Mektos saw that one was coming and gets a wide save off of the crossbar. Game has slowed down in the past minute. Lion Blaze setting up yet again for a flip. This time it was a front flick. Doesn't find success with that either, though. Mektos is doing a good job at cutting off all the shooting lanes, making it tough for Lion Blaze to find the angle that he needs. Oh. And the demolition, that has got to be a goal here. or Mektos.
That's all it took for Mektos to finally get a goal here. Lionblaze doing a good job of kind of controlling the game back and forth, making sure Mektos doesn't have any good opportunities on offense, and kind of putting on pressure of zone on Mektos. But again, nothing you could do about being demolished there aside from just dodging it in the first place, and he's not able to do so. Mektos deleting his defender and then scoring.
What a shot from Lionblaze. The accuracy is off the charts on that one.
Absolutely, and again, it's his consistent flicks that we've seen all night long. He gets another one there to the upper V. A great shot there from Lionblaze. Gives himself a chance here with a minute left.
He just keeps coming out with those. I mean, every time he does it, I feel compelled to start screaming, but with the frequency, the consistency, you've mentioned it before. There are very few players who can pull this kind of shot off with such immense consistency as Lionblaze. Beautiful stuff, but only 40 seconds left in the clock. Nearing 30, and Mektos is going to make sure to burn down as much of that clock as he possibly can, making Lionblaze come for that ball, forcing him out of position there. Bumps Mektos out of the way, but time is running short, and Mektos just recovers. Tries to go for the flick from the sidelines. That's a big miss from Lionblaze, and Mektos just goes for the other post and seals the deal, probably, for Game 3.
Yeah, it's a tough one here for Lionblaze. He's got to make that touch, and he does it, and it comes right back out to Mektos. Lionblaze stuck in his own net. Unfortunate. Now Lionblaze absolutely going to need a couple kickoff goals here.
Now, went for it. Stopped just shy of the ball, but Mektos still got the stuff past him, and now he's just going to keep him from getting the ball anywhere near his own net. And that means Mektos is just one game away from taking home $1,000 tonight. It's a 3-0 series. Who would have expected that before we went into it?
Yeah, absolutely. The first two games of the night were back and forth. Mektos and Lionblaze obviously coming out on top for the finals, but now backs against the wall here for Lionblaze. Mektos, the consistency of his pressure, the aggression, really starting to shine. And while Lionblaze has done a good job to keep some of these games close, he just hasn't been able to turn the tide and overcome what Mektos is doing.
That's a good start for Lionblaze. Might get a kickoff goal here. Takes a little too long because he's out of boost. So it's not going to be a repeat of Game 3 where he went up early. And even then, didn't matter much. Mektos gets his flip back. Not really a lot that he can do from that position, though. That was a tough angle to nail. Lionblaze looking to apply some early pressure here. This is Tournament Live.
Wow.
On the line.
Really
what a play from Mektos. Great outplay.
This was great from Mektos. It's this pinch right here that it's actually, he doesn't even get a pinch. He hits the inside of the ball there to make it go out, and Lionblaze thought he was just going to slam it up the wall. So minor from Mektos, but it's the difference that gets him the first goal.
And Lionblaze forced to complete a reverse sweep here in a best of 7. If he still wants a shot at that $1,000, the odds are stacked against him. Goes for another flick. Good touch from Mektos to make that come off the crossbar. Lionblaze won't get a second attempt here. Ball crosses the midfield line. Lionblaze trying to stop it. Just picked up a fresh canister. What can he do with it? Waits a little too long for the flick, and Mektos with a quick challenge pushes him back into his own half. And this is something that Mektos has done so well all throughout this game, all throughout this series, is controlling Lionblaze's space, pushing him back as far as he can. Oh, such a patient play, but a good save from Lionblaze. Saw that one coming. And now the dribble, trying to play it fast. Cut once, cut twice, and it goes. Beautiful stuff from Lionblaze.
And he's tried to pull this off a couple times in his series beforehand, too, and he gets it here again. He just gets his defender on skis right past Mektos. Great play from Lionblaze, able to tie this game back up.
1-1. Lionblaze does not want the series to end in a sweep. I think he's too good a player for that to happen. Good attempt. Good decision from Lion Blaze. Gains a lot of ground with that shot. Stays back in his own half. Lets Mektos come at him. Tries to go for the bumping play. The ball comes off of the frame. Great save from Lion Blaze. Another attempt from Mektos. That one saved as well. But Mektos is the one getting most of the shots in this game. Quick counter from Lion Blaze, and he's in the lead, though.
Yeah, and Mektos not able to get this touch here at this midfield boost. He was trying to get the boost and the ball there, but didn't connect with the ball. Picked up the boost, but Lion Blaze able to get another touch, and then one more in the front of the box. Puts it away, and he takes the lead here. So a low-scoring affair for all things considered. When you look back at previous games, now 3 goals between these two players in the first 2 minutes.
Mektos just scooped that ball away from Lion Blaze. Goes up high for the air dribble. Doesn't have his flip back. Gets it off with a goal crossbar, but Lion Blaze reversing into the ball. Getting that out of there. What a messy situation on the goal line on the blue half. Lion Blaze getting away with a black eye in that situation. This time the frame certainly helped him out. Past half time, goes for another reverse flick. Not quite as powerful as his usual ones, and Mektos able to save that one. Gonna try again. Mektos cutting off the angle early. And Lion Blaze driving it home. Gets demolished by Mektos though, but the ball is on its way out. So he will have time to respawn. No automatic goal. Here comes Mektos' cutting play. Cuts it once, goes for the flick. Off of the crossbar. This time he'll find the net and tie the game up.
And again, a great effort here from Lion Blaze to try and make this save, but Mektos puts it perfectly, and it's a light touch from Lion Blaze. And Mektos, all he's got to do is just put it away from Lion Blaze, and he does just that. Puts it away, and we're all tied up.
2-2 with just under 2 left on the clock. This game is heating up. Oh, Mektos! Oh! I'm not entirely sure what happened there.
So Lion Blaze is going to go up for this ball here, and Mektos not only connects there, but then jumps over him to make sure that Lion Blaze can't get up to the ball. A very smart play from Mektos to take the lead.
That was a smart play. Gets the lead back. Good demolition onto Mektos, but the ball's on the wrong half of the field right now. Still, it buys him some breathing space. And reverse flick, just Lion Blaze things.
It's really, he's done this every single time he's been given the space, and it works more often than not here. But Mektos has done a great job of making the save on these shots. That one, though, off the spawn, Lion Blaze knew he could pick his shot. And again, we're tied up here with 1.5 minutes left.
It's an even game. Lion Blaze just barely keeping his head above water in this one. Flick forward, Mektos to put that into the corner. Lion Blaze with a good contest on the corner, but can't quite get the downwards angle needed for that goal. Now Mektos has the ball, and what a shot! From the ramp, dead center of the net. What a fast ball.
Yeah, surprising amount of power you can get coming down from the ramp, and it just caught Lion Blaze immediately. You can see the reactions from Lion Blaze, just fractions of a second too late there. And Mektos takes the lead, trying to build a lead going into the final minute. Here is Mektos. Let's see if he's able to do it.
Time is not on Lion Blaze's side. He's done a good job at keeping the Texas-style shootout going. Always making sure to close the lead as fast as he can. But he's got to pull it off yet again. And he is way out of position for this one. And Mektos has an easy time scoring that. And now it's a 2-goal lead.
And it's looking more and more like a Mektos victory here tonight. Up by 2 goals with 45 seconds left. Of course, absolutely possible for Lion Blaze to come back. It's only 2 goals, especially if he gets a kickoff goal right here.
Looking good so far, but Mektos will beat him to the ball. Lion Blaze making a mad dash for the boost, trying to wrap around the ball as quickly as he can before Mektos can pick up some pads here. Waiting for the opportunity, fakes it, and brings the lead back to 1. Great play.
Yeah, fantastic fake here from Lion Blaze. He finally got one to work when he goes under the player. He's been dunked time and time again from both players that he's played tonight on stream, and he finally was able to go under one, and what a time to do it.
Oh boy. Oh, the pull shot from Mektos.
And that one's just unfortunate. As soon as Lion Blaze tried to flip into this ball one more time, Mektos catches him. I don't think it would have mattered. It was probably going in either way, but for Lion Blaze, that one's going to hurt.
It's got to hurt indeed. 28 seconds, and this kickoff did not go his way. He's behind by 2. And Mektos, what a play off of the corner. Lion Blaze just shuts the lane closed before Mektos can make use of it, but time is not on his side. He gets the demo, but has to wrap around the ball quickly. Has plenty of boost to work with here, but he's going to have to score this and then make a kickoff goal happen. The save from Mektos, and that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, $1,000 worth, is Mektos in a clean 4-0 sweep in the grand final. What a tournament this has been. Absolutely. Congratulations to both players. Wow.
And definitely deserved for Mektos. A fantastic showing. And while mistakes did come through for Mektos, he did a great job of making up for them by just packing on the goals. He takes down some great players tonight, and he walks away with the cash prize of $1,000.
Certainly does. And of course, he is now the leader, the champion, the supreme god of the Astronauts 1v1 leaderboard and the Astronauts leaderboard in general. And that's the first time he's done that, so he's got to feel good about himself on top of that $1,000. And of course, the only champion that has not been beaten yet in 2019 in none of our disciplines, 1v1, 2v2, or 3v3. Every other champion from 2018 has already fallen, but Mektos still stands supreme. What a tournament this has been.
Absolutely, and for Mektos, what a big win for him here tonight. Players like First Killer were taken out. Sharif fell to Mektos earlier on, so what a way to start off February here with this win. Mektos going away with $1,000. Congratulations to him. Unfortunately for Lion Blaze, while he does get to the grand finals, walks away with nothing, but I know that we have a lot more in store for the month, Pash. A lot more tournaments coming up.
Oh yeah, certainly do. This has only been the start. Next week, on Monday, February 11th, it's going to be the $1,000 2v2 tournament. It's going to be free to sign up for. Following the Wednesday, that following week is going to be the $1,000 1v1 tournament number 2 in February. So do stay on the lookout for that as well. We always run 2 of these every month, and that's going to be on February 20th. And then on Monday following that, our grand finish to the month after DreamHack is in the books, February 25th, our $2,000 3v3 championship, arguably the most prestigious of all the Astronauts tournaments. And again, all these tournaments are free to sign up for. If you want to find out more, click the tournaments button below the stream or check the Twitter page of Team Beyond Net, at Team Beyond Net. Also, keep a lookout on the Twitter for the announcement of a giveaway that might or might not happen soon. I'm not quite sure, but you definitely want to be following that Twitter account at Team Beyond Net if you want more information on that. And of course, all the sign-up links, all the brackets, and all the information on Astronauts Rocket League and more at Team Beyond Net on Twitter. As for us, it has been a fantastic tournament, pretty much the most entertaining 1v1 that I've had the pleasure to cast here at Astronauts. My name's ThePash. Contact me on Twitter at It'sThePash. Cast alongside me. It's always a pleasure. Corelli, you can find him on Twitter at CorelliTV. Any closing thoughts?
I don't know if we're going to get as entertaining semifinals ever again in a 1v1, but I'm glad it happened here tonight, and I cannot wait for the next one.
I have to absolutely agree with that. Thank you very much for watching. You were in for a treat tonight. It has been very fun. We hope to see you back next week for the 2v2. Sign up even if you don't think you have what it takes to beat world-class players, the experience that you can gain from just playing against them is something that cannot be overvalued. So, do sign up for that. Hope to see you next week as a player or as a viewer. We'll be right here, and we hope you will be too. Until then, see you on the pitch.